Isn't it what?
You could take the top off and make a little shower. I've done that before for a move.
All right, we're streaming. Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Love to see
Hello.
you. Filter in. If you are joining us today, that means you're joining Show and Tell Live because that's us.
That's us, baby.
That's us.
Yeah, that's us.
Oh yeah, we do have a sign there. Show and Tell Live. We are
I like
That's it. We are a improv stream. We are Twitch's.
What we were, Max.
We are a
Max, what are we?
a live stream. That's what it is. We are a improv stream. Twitch's first and only, and most importantly, best. Turn them off.
I think
Pingus?
it means these ones.
Oh, okay. How's that? Is that better,
Wow.
Pingus?
Okay.
Get that out of here!
Wow.
Thanks for using that. We are today is our Tuesday variety stream. On Fridays we do our short form show, and that's our big show. And then Tuesdays are our variety streams. We got something weird cooking up for you, just for you guys. This is the world premiere of a improv mixed with role-playing game that we are going to do all live. Basically, we are going to be playing a role-playing game tonight, and we have no idea what it's going to be. We're going to ask you, the chat, what the genre of the game is going to be. Is it going to be a sci-fi or a noir or a romance or who knows what? And then we're going to ask you for a couple other things. And then once we have this world that you all made out there for us, we're going to fill it with characters, specifically these 4 characters. Oh, I forgot about you all. Let's say we have Dan.
Hi.
We have Dom.
Hi.
We have Alex.
Hi.
And we have Steve.
Hi.
And I am Max. I am Jesus tonight, seated in the middle. I ousted Dom's Jesusness. And hello, carbonated milk.
Heyo.
Thanks for letting us know you're here. And otherwise, I think that's just about it. Why increase the hoopla, right? Anything else to say?
Yeah,
Is
before
there
we
anything to
start,
say?
I have
Calzone.
I wish I had a calzone right now. I have an apology to make
Oh wow.
to our viewers. I said a couple things that are incorrect, and I wanted to just touch on that.
Notes?
No, I mean in the last stream. So one thing that I said,
Oh,
Thank you,
Ethan
tabletop
subscribed. Thank you so
RPGs,
much.
that's my jam. Welcome, you're in for a treat.
Hello.
So I said a couple things that are incorrect in our last stream. First of all, I called the singular form of a brachiosaurus a brachiosaur. So I needed to correct that. I'm sorry.
Nerd.
The other thing is when we were talking about goth girls, someone put in the chat Rouge, and I assumed that they meant Rogue from X-Men. I realize now that Rouge is the bat from Sonic, and that is a legitimate answer.
Right.
So I wanted to apologize about those 2 things. I cannot
When I
express
said
to you.
watch the stream and take notes, those were not the notes that I was
I
talking about.
can't express
Alex.
to you how sorry I am.
He did
Carbonated
mean
milk meant Rogue. Well, then I take back my apology.
Alex, the thing is that Twitter is meant for apologies.
Oh.
Twitch is meant for doing live streams.
Well,
So
I
Twitch
figured
is
I
for
would do.
making those
I figured
mistakes.
I would. Hey, we do improvised content like no one else, and I figured improvising an apology video would be a great way to get some
Yeah.
clicks.
Oh, we definitely could do
Alright.
Jake Paul, take notes.
All right, that's all I wanted to
Okay.
apologize for. Thanks.
Okay, so as for the role-playing game that we're going to be playing, if y'all know anything about role-playing games, it's based off the Powered by the Apocalypse system, which is based off of Apocalypse World.
Where's the RPG
It's
category
a-
there? People know
it's
about RPG.
a 2d6 format. These are d6s, and so that means that anything that these people are going to be rolling. Oh, Alex rolled an 11. That's really good. I'm glad that he rolled well now, so he rolled shit later. And basically, we're going to just be doing it as we go. And yeah, and that is just about it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We are going to start this chat-based figure out what the genre is. So, like I was saying before, we're going to be playing a role-playing game. Let's figure out where we're going to be playing it. I need to ask you, the chat, what the genre of the game is going to be. Now, you can think movie genres. That works pretty well. A lot of the times, a little bit more of an action-y kind of movie genre would work well as a role-playing game. If you have like a role-playing game in mind.
Or a very dramatic
yes.
movie genre.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Also.
There's definitely like the traditional role-playing game genre is like fantasy, and we could do that, but there's so much more that we could do. Just throw in the chat suggestions of genres that you would like us to see. We cannot play this role-playing game without you because I prepped nothing. I mean, I prepped some things. Rom-com is one.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Tough, but sci-fi. Okay, so sci-fi. That's
Sci-fi spelled the sci-fi
The new
channel
one.
way.
Spelled the old channel spelling. Oh wait, no, that's the new
It's the
channel
new one.
spelling.
It has to be a sci-fi original movie.
okay.
Post-apocalyptic, but you're in space
Space.
and need to find an
Okay.
alien planet. Wow.
We'll take post-apocalyptic.
Who's apocalypse? What kind of apocalypse?
Apocalypse
Environmental?
Okay, so
Vietnam? You want to do a Vietnam?
So far we have sci-fi, post-apocalyptic. I don't know if rom-com would work. Any input? Would rom-com work?
I think it would have to be something more specific, like
Yes.
high school drama,
Thank you,
or
that's a good point.
like, yeah.
Reality show is not going to work just because it's not really like a movie genre, or looking for either game genre or movie genre.
Max
like a
is
Big
just
Brother
Max.
thing.
All
Like
Max
the
does
game show
is
Big Brother.
he's like, "Hey, give me anything," and then he's like, "Well, all your suggestions are bad."
That wasn't on my list.
Well, hi.
Well, hello there.
Improv.
Hello. I
Um,
love that little.
With a fantasy high school, that is perfect.
High school.
Pingus the Duck. All right, so now we have 3 because I'm going
Do
for
fucking Sky High.
sci-fi.
Yes, that's what the
post-apocalyptic,
fantasy high school one is. Sky High.
fantasy
Definitely.
high school rom-com. Karen's imaginary playlist.
style.
That's maybe a little
What?
bit too. I think that's a
Very
Netflix
niche.
show.
It's very
Oh.
niche.
That's an okay. So we
That's
have
just
three.
Sky High is
Oh.
definitely one of them.
Sky
Oh,
High is
Karen's imaginary playlist is where the girl is like living in a musical, but only she knows it.
Oh
Yeah.
That kind
God!
There's an episode of Scrubs like that, but it turns out she just had a brain aneurysm.
Oh, good.
I have a feeling that's where that show's going to,
I
but
think the premise is like she can hear people's thoughts, but only as if it's like their playlist. So she
Wow.
knows like a boy likes her because she hears the song. It's like, "I love you," or whatever.
Oh.
It's just
song is.
every time she goes anywhere, it's just my hum start playing. It's
All
like men are disgusting. My hums.
All right, let's see.
That's the realistic take.
All right, we got sci-fi, post-apocalyptic, and I'm just gonna write in Sky
What a
High.
terrible.
Yeah.
Because
Just superhero high
we know
school.
we know what that
Sky
genre
High.
is.
she was in a
3?
CAT scan during an earthquake.
Whoa!
Oh, interesting.
Whoa!
Keep- Should we have some
what
more
is this
genres?
on?
So
Keep the
what
genres
we have,
coming.
we have 3 genres right now, and we're gonna have you vote on it. I'm gonna
Mustard
submit a
power.
straw poll, and you're gonna click in, and you'll vote on it. 3, I guess 3 is fine.
What's like
3 is
one?
fine.
What's the genre of like one of your favorite movies?
Yeah, sure. What's
90s
what's-
cynicism?
Do you guys
we'll,
like?
we'll maybe take we'll take one more.
We
We'll take
could
one
do
more.
a musical.
Like for example, the genre.
No! I'm gonna say no!
No.
The genre of my favorite
fantasy.
movie is giant fighting robots.
That's
Pacific
that is
Rim?
that is one that we could do.
1 and 2?
I was just really hoping you weren't going
More
to say
more
Transformers.
specific than fantasy. Something a little more specific than fantasy. We just need to know what kind of fantasy.
Yeah.
Space?
Put that fantasy somewhere. Pacific Rim rom-com.
Pacific Rim is
Pacific
Fantasy.
Rim com or Pacific Rom?
You can't have all 3.
Power
Rangers.
Power
Power
My
Rangers.
computer ran out of Pacific Rum.
Power Rangers and Pacific Rim is the same genre. Right?
Horror,
They
horror,
get into
Horror?
giant things.
horror.
I feel like
Haunted
maybe like
Mansion.
Eldritch
Yeah.
horror or something as like a
Okay, a mixture between
Genre.
fantasy and horror. We'll say fantasy.
Fanta horror.
Fantasy horror. Let's see.
Fantasy
Let's see what that
horror.
means.
Soda.
Fantasy horror. Let's see what that means.
Fanta horror.
Fanta horror.
Fanta horror.
Carbonated terror.
Oh, I like the sound
It's
of
me,
that.
the orange flavored werewolf. I
Carbonated
apologize. I did
terror.
my vampire accent with my werewolf.
Magic, ghosts, wizardry,
let's see.
witchcraft, that
Ooh,
fantasy.
Hogwarts style fantasy.
Hogwarts
Oh,
style?
copy link. Okay, here we go.
Hogwarts?
Right. I'm
We
sorry,
just like
everybody.
magic school.
Magic
guys.
school? Well, we do already have
Sky High.
superhero school.
I'm sorry, everybody. I've closed it. I'm
You
going
made the
to.
poll.
Yes, I have to accept the rules
Max,
of
you
chat.
get into power and you're no fun anymore.
All right, Max is putting just spam it a couple
My
of
name
times.
is
Max.
my name is Max
Oh,
the
wait, you don't
Kid.
need to.
My name is Max.
My name is Max
Don't
the
you
Kid.
mean-
You didn't even
Don't
finish watching the My Hero ad on our own channel.
That ad supports Twitch. Okay.
No, it supports us.
When you
It
click
gives
on
us,
it,
like,
says,
a cent.
It says that
get,
ad
like, 1
supports
cent.
Twitch. That's fine. Okay, so click into the poll, vote, and just vote for your favorite. Once we get a
Ooh.
few viewers, the guy on the left of the
Dan's
table.
haircut is
I think I meant
fresh.
Steve.
I
Oh
think
wait,
it's
right
Steve.
of our group.
I'm only
no,
assuming
left
that
of the
based
table,
on-
right of
Based
our
on the
group.
fact that I
Based
need a
on
haircut.
Dan needs a haircut and Steve's
Oh.
hair looks
And
good.
Steve-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Steve's haircut is definitely
Plus
better.
the, like,
Okay, I'm gonna post the link multiple times.
Left of
That
the table,
poll
right of the group.
Is that
Sorry.
poll? It's almost certainly Steve. That's the poll for the genres. Choose your favorite one, and that's the genre that we're gonna be playing. I'm gonna ask y'all for a couple more, and I'm gonna watch the results. Fantasy horror has 3 votes right now.
Oh boy.
A couple seconds.
That looks
Fantasy
like
horror.
we got 6
Interesting.
votes in.
I was
That
really
looks
hoping
like-
for Sky High.
I was
just
kind of
wanted to
hoping
be a
for
super
Sky High,
geek.
not gonna lie.
That's improv, baby.
the
That's
merch,
improv,
the merch
baby.
board looks different.
Oh, it does.
Well,
That is
whatever could that
because-
mean?
That's because we are going to get these 4 lads' character names and stats on the board.
Yeah.
And
Max, put the
yes.
link one more time.
Did he-
one more
Sub-
time. Sorry.
They did.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss it?
Dan, you gotta pay attention.
Paste, send.
Thanks, Ethan.
One more. We'll post it for the people in the back.
one more for the people. In I really hope that one person was just sitting there and just went woo to their computer.
They're like 20 feet away from their computer, just like
Yeah, woo!
Fantasy horror has 4 votes,
All
and
right.
all the other ones
Looks
have
like
1
we're
vote.
doing fantasy
So
horror.
we are
Fantasy
doing
horror.
fantasy horror. Let's find out what that means. Okay, so next, what I need from y'all is like a general setting. Where does this occur? We could any.
At Sky High.
Oh, it should take place
a
at the
maze?
monster school.
Oh,
A maze.
Ooh, a
That's
maze.
That's a good one.
Good
Okay, so
one.
that's one setting. We're probably gonna look for the
And
same
that's
kind of
the
like.
corn spelling of maze, isn't it?
Three.
No, wait, no, it's not. No, that's with an I. That's with an I. Never mind.
Middle of the ocean.
Like an oil rig.
Is this a new setup? Hey Zenfrox, this is a little bit of a new setup for our
Just
Tuesday
for
stream.
just for tonight. 'cause
For a
we're playing
Tuesday
a game.
stream, we're playing a role-playing game, so we're going to be playing at this table. We also have a green screen setup that we're going to be playing.
Middle of the ocean.
Oh, thank you,
Zenfrox,
Zen.
Thank you.
that.
I take
Oh,
middle
thank
of
you,
the
Zen.
ocean to mean like
An oil
lost
rig.
style. Oil rig is good. I was thinking
that
stranded
fantasy?
on an island.
Okay,
could be.
You
let's
could have
say.
Lost is fantasy horror stranded on an
Okay,
island.
let's see.
Hopefully ours has a more cohesive ending.
Stranded.
Carnival Funhouse?
Ooh,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Carnival
Ooh,
Funhouse.
Circus.
Carno.
You know, I genuinely thought about becoming circus folk when I was young.
Becoming
How
circus
young?
folk.
How young are we talking?
Like
here?
too young to be a circus folk.
Becoming a circasian.
I was born
What's the
dreaming
first
to be
one?
a circus folk out of the
Maze.
womb.
Maze, thank you.
Maze.
Spell correctly.
What do we
corn
mean by
spelling.
maze? Like a labyrinth?
Yeah, some sort of labyrinth.
Like
David
Find out.
Bowie.
Ooh.
Like
And then
hands?
a cafe.
Oh, yeah.
I just like a cat.
Truly horrifying.
Mazeland. All right, so we got 3 right now. We
I
got
really like cafe.
Maze, Isolated
Really like
Island,
cafe.
and Carnival Funhouse. How would that work, Dan?
Do it.
Do
I'm
it.
not gonna
Do
put
it.
it.
We
down.
just have to-
I'm not
Apparently,
gonna put it
carbonated milk legit went to clown school.
That's so rad.
That's
That's
pretty
cool.
cool.
What did you do
Wow.
at clown
Yeah,
school?
what kind of clowning
What was
did you
your
learn?
clown major?
What was your major?
At a superhero college?
Oh, what is Sky
Wow.
High's college?
That's the movie we never got and deserved.
Yeah.
Disney Channel.
Sky U.
Sky
That's
U.
exactly what they would have called it.
That's
Sky
it's
U.
yeah, it's
That's-
too
yeah,
easy.
it's- yeah, that's
Tightrope.
That's rad.
Damn, that's sweet.
High college.
One more setting.
Wait.
When you think fantasy horror, what's the first location that pops to your mind?
Cafe.
So far, we have Maze, Isolated Island, and Carnival Funhouse. Lots of aerials. Okay, we're hearing
We're
basement.
talking about
All right,
the
we're just gonna do
tightrope
basement.
stuff.
Do haunted mansion.
Haunted mansion.
We'll
okay.
expand out.
Haunted.
Just the
You
basement.
won't
Man.
put cafe in, but you just put
Shit.
vague basement.
Any mansion can have
Okay.
a cafe in it.
Create poll.
My in-laws' house.
No, Mount in-law's house.
Ooh.
Haunted legend.
Luigi's mansion. Specifically
All right.
Luigi's
I'm
mansion.
spamming.
Wait,
Yeah.
was it on stream when I was talking about how Luigi is a feminist icon?
Yes.
Was
Yeah.
that
No,
on
it
stream?
was-
I think
no,
that was
it was-
off stream. I think that
Anyway.
was off stream. Inside
Dom's-
Dom's brain.
I don't want to go there.
That is too scary for anyone.
Did you just hear what he just said?
Oh yeah, so that's the straw poll. Max the Kid, that's me. For the location, if you want to vote on the location, get on that straw poll and tell us where this is all going to be happening, and we will find out.
Alex, I bet I can roll higher than you.
Oh yeah, let's
oh my
do
goodness. All right, so let's see.
I got a 9.
I got a
7 people
7.
came in.
Ah!
Looks like we have some more. We have
Hey,
7
Alex, I bet
voters
I can
right
roll
now.
higher
Oh
than
yeah,
you.
bring it on.
Let's bring down the ADD of this table just a little.
I got
bit.
an 8.
I also got an 8.
Oh.
Alright. It
How
is.
we looking, Max?
It's looking like that.
All right,
Nat 12.
that's looking pretty
Oh, I
strong.
got
Okay.
a 5.
All right. Let's see. I'll reload the page one more time
I like
and
that.
see if anybody else came in and voted. Get your votes in now. Last seconds. All
Get your votes
right.
in.
We got the votes in.
You guys need more coffee.
Carnival
Carnival
Funhouse
Funhouse.
came in at 4 votes.
All
So
right.
we're doing a fantasy horror in a carnival funhouse. What does that mean? I have no idea, but we're gonna find out. The last thing we need, I swear this is the last one, and then we'll start playing things, is something. This is a group of people who live at this carnival funhouse, and something recently changed there. What's something that recently changed at this carnival funhouse? Maybe a change of power, maybe a storm is brewing, literally or figuratively. Maybe there's a new person in town. What's something that changed? It really could be anything that pertains to the carnival. The owner died. That's fantastic.
Good. Off to a
Good,
good
good,
start.
good.
Yes.
Um,
So smart.
the owner died. I love
They
that.
opened up a new cafe.
The clowns
The
are
clowns
in
are staging an
revolt.
uprising.
Okay, the clowns
There's a mutiny
are
among.
uprising.
I just like to think that instead of uprising, they're unionizing. And that's what the
788 people went in, only 787 came out.
Somebody. Yeah.
One person is missing.
Somebody died in the
Um,
bleachers.
Ooh,
What's-
missing person?
We probably just need
Mm.
oh new
Subscribe
girl
and support.
new
That's
girl
a good
moved in.
one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, subscribe. and
Yeah, I
support.
really like Nightbot's suggestion.
New girl moved.
Farva, we just need something a little more. I don't know if that's a joke, but if it is, but we need something a little more specific. Just a little more
I like
specific.
it.
Oh, somebody else came out.
An extra person came out.
Oh.
Ooh,
Okay.
spooky.
Someone,
Uh,
a new, like someone turned up the carnival.
Okay. Oh yeah.
A new
Someone.
girl.
Someone new arrived.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Mysterious arriver.
Arriver.
Mysterious
Drifter.
arriver.
That's
Alright.
my favorite.
Arriver.
Rachel Adams.
I don't think that's a word. I don't think arriver is a word.
Definitely
All
not.
right. We have 3 in right now. We can take one more. If anybody has an idea for something that recently changed in this carnival funhouse,
What's something
fantasy
scandalous
horror.
that happened
what's
here?
something that recently shook things up?
The
And,
cafe
and,
closed.
and people are new girl moved in, bought a literal barrel full of monkeys.
Oh.
New MC. I guess that kind of ties into the owner died. A time portal appeared.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Now we're
Whoa.
really
Okay,
going
sure.
to another
That's
level.
not
Alright.
fantasy horror.
Now we're going to a whole nother level.
Portal
You don't
appeared.
know what it is.
I don't know who.
All right,
I don't
let's-
know who what.
Let's find out. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Create poll. Copy that
A
link.
superhero high school open next door.
That's
Where
the-
were your votes before, Ethan?
Um,
It's Paul.
Wow, Paul's here, and
Paul,
of course, Paul's suggestion is to give me a
It's
wedgie.
been a minute, Paul. How are you doing?
Paul, our favorite wedgie-themed fan, thank you so much for coming back. You haven't changed a bit, bud.
Is this where you've been the whole time, stuck in RPG?
that is the straw poll for what recently changed in the society. Get in the poll now. Get those votes in. I'm gonna spam a couple more.
Just to give away.
Ooh.
We'll see if I roll high enough to do that at some
Oh my
point.
god,
in the
we
night.
promised we'd start doing
Oh
more
my
like weird
goodness.
things when we hit 250. In the stream we hit 250 on for
Oh my
followers.
god, Paul's back! He has been summoned.
You were awoken.
Wow.
Just
I forgot about that promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We make a lot of promises.
All right. We got more people viewing, so just get in that link, get your votes in. We have a little bit of a front runner, but it's close. So your vote does matter, unlike in other common elections that go on.
Whoa.
State of Florida.
State of Florida.
So, get those votes in. We will figure out what changed, and then we're gonna start the show.
What are the four skills again, Max?
We will. Yeah, we're gonna go
Okay.
over
I'm
that
just saying
in
Puerto Rico
just
should be
a
state,
second.
whether it wants to be or not.
Whether it wants to be or
All right.
not. Forced annexation.
We've never done that before.
No, never.
Any last people
You guys have
get
been
your
white.
votes in? All right. The winner by a close margin is a time portal appeared.
Oh.
I don't know why I thought this was gonna be not weird. Let me reiterate.
boy.
We are going to be playing a role-playing game where the genre is fantasy horror in a carnival funhouse, and the thing that recently changed is that a time portal appeared, and it's shaking things up. Let's find out what it has happened.
I almost like
Oh,
got
boy.
a suggestion of getting to invent
That would be
skills.
really fun. We not for this one,
I-
but
yeah.
at some
I
other
think-
point, maybe we've thought about sort of inventing
Let's do
an RPG on stream, and we will definitely keep
Let's
that
get
in
to
mind.
one
for a
that
future
actually
thing.
has rules before we start breaking
Exactly,
those rules.
exactly.
But
This
definitely
one's-
keeping that in mind.
Oh, absolutely.
This one, oh, Doctor,
The
yeah, that's a
doctor.
good point.
Mm.
Okay, so this one does have pretty light rules. Speaking of rules, it's meant to be able to accommodate any amount of various genres. And what we're going to be doing now is, I hope y'all have been thinking of what character you would like to be.
A
we're supposed
little
to be
bit.
doing that?
I've been trying to.
Let's reiterate one more time. And also, if you're just joining us now and you're like, hey, what the heck is this? We are an improv stream, and we are playing a role-playing game for the first time. And that means that we're playing an improv role-playing game. What that means is what we asked from the chat was a genre, a setting, and something that changed. And after and what we have found out is that the genre is going to be fantasy horror. The setting is going to be in a carnival funhouse, and the thing that recently changed is a time portal appeared. What I'm going to ask now is the two players to my left and to my right, 4 in total, are going to be creating their characters, thinking of their character concepts. I am going to be the MC tonight. That's Master of Ceremonies. That's Apocalypse World lingo. And again, if you're just tuning in, this role-playing game is heavily based on the Powered by the Apocalypse system, if you know of that. I'm going to ask everybody now just for a brief, 2-3 sentence introduction to thank you for slapping that in the chat. I appreciate it. We are going to now go along to the characters and find out who they are. They're going to give a little introduction to themselves. Who's ready?
I'm ready. I can be ready.
All right.
You want me to just go full
Yes.
monologue?
Yeah. Do it.
All right. I am the great Brazolio. I originally joined the circus in the freak show. I was the tattooed man, but then I started working out when I was helping pitch in the tents, and eventually I just kept at it so much they made me the strong man instead. Still got the tattoos, haven't figured out how to get rid of those. Not that I'm looking to. But yeah. My original name wasn't the Great Brazolio at birth, believe it or not, but it is the name I've adopted, and it really feels like a renaissance for me, to really a rebirth, if you will, and that's who I am now. Yeah,
Great.
thanks.
All right.
Appreciate it.
next. Who's ready? Come
I'll-
on, jump in.
I'll go.
Steve. All right, there you go.
Hi. So I go by the nickname Shanks. And that's because I'm the animal trainer here, and animals tend to have shanks. Anyway, I said I'm the animal trainer. I've been the animal trainer since since this fun house opened. Now I know we've hit a little bit of hard times and the building's a bit run down right now, but we've got a couple animals. I think we have a monkey. I trained a monkey at some point. Where is that monkey? I also trained a lion once. He's dead now because that was back in the good old days when we can afford a lion. Anyway, I'm Shanks.
Great. All right. Next.
I guess I'll go next.
All right.
Hey, so my name's Eric. Yeah, I know, real weird name compared to Shanks and the Great Bazzolio.
Is that an Eric with a C or an Eric with a K?
It's just with a C. I kind of do everything that isn't a freak show around here.
Hey.
I help set up. I help with getting the ticket booth going on. Every once in a while I'll like put on a mask and help out in the sort of haunted hayride or something. I really know my way around here. I'm thinking maybe at some point, I could become like more of a ringleader style, but for now I'm just kind of doing whatever the carnival needs me to do. So I know my way around pretty well, but it's interesting that you don't have to have just the one act. You can kind of go around and be a little part of all the acts.
Fantastic. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah.
Daniel,
Yes.
you're so ready.
I am. Cough. Hi, my name is Phoebe Cappuccino, and I'm a little bit of the ballistics expert at the carnival. I frequently throw myself into cannons and then shoot myself out of said cannons. I really like to soar for the sky. Last week I hit a brick wall because the cannon turned slightly and shot me at point blank range into a brick wall. So my neck's a little bit crooked, but don't worry, I like the energy. Anything that keeps me going just really keeps me going. I've been part of this carnival since I was about 5, and I'm about 19 now, so that's a lot of my life that I've been here, and I'm just really excited to see what is soaring in the world and in my future.
Great.
All
Thank
right.
you, Phoebe Cappuccino. So what we're going to be doing now is a part of this kind of like improvised role-playing game is the fact that the character creation is going to be super short. All we need is our character concepts, which we have already. We can swing through and just get one more time. We have...
Phoebe Cappuccino, the cannon shooter.
The Great Bazzolio, talented strongman.
Eric, running things behind the scenes.
I'm Shanks.
So the only thing that we really need mechanistically for the characters is 4 stats. That's all you need in Apocalypse World mostly. And they're more so kind of character types. Pretty much every Powered by the Apocalypse game kind of like gives them different names, but they essentially do the same thing. We have aggressive,
All right.
reflexive, calculating,
You're going so fast.
and social. And remember that these are more so like personality types, and they are going to these are stats that are going to affect roles when these characters are trying to do things later on in the role-playing game. So remember, again, we have aggressive, reflexive, calculating, social. Aggressive is like if you're trying to fight someone, that means that you need to be aggressive. But also if you're like aggressively trying to, I don't know, convince someone of something, then, well, maybe that's not a great example. Fight someone, then that's probably good. Reflexive is like if you're reacting to something, you need to physically like dodge out of the way, but also if you are trying to think on your feet and figure out the safest way out, that's probably going to be reflexive. Calculating is anything that you kind of spend thinking on energy over a long term, being able to try and calculate your way out of a bad situation. And then finally, social is a personality type of just being able to speak to other people. So that is...
All right.
So that is... we have... they get modifiers to those stats that will affect the rolls, as I said before. They get +2, +1, -1, and -1. So I just want to hear your +2. That's like the thing that you're good at.
Reflexive.
So Phoebe Cappuccino is reflexive.
Yeah.
Social.
Oh.
Okay. The Great Brazolio is social.
Very.
It's on Tinder.
Calculating.
Okay. Eric is calculating. I could see that one coming.
Calculate.
And Shanks is also calculating. All right, great.
What a troop.
What a troop.
Aggressive.
That's
I thought
fine.
the strong man would be aggressive, but okay.
No,
Why are
he's-
you making assumptions of me, huh?
Oh, you know,
Okay.
I'm not social.
Thank you, again for posting that just for anybody coming in. We are going to be, now, what we're going to be doing is we have an idea of the characters, and we have a kind of rough idea of the world that we're living in, but for about 15 minutes, we're going to be actually doing some improv to allow our characters to kind of like give themselves lives. We're going to be doing scenes up in front of a green screen where it's going to be within the world. And you're probably asking yourself, well, wait a minute, that's not a role-playing game. And you're right. We're going to be doing improv, and then once we kind of feel like we have enough to work off of the worlds, we kind of filled it out enough. Once we figure out why there's a time portal that just appeared,
Yeah, I gotta figure that one out.
we got to figure that one out.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that time portal that appeared.
That's a head scratcher, that one.
Then we're going to stop that, come back to the table, and play through this story to its entirety as a role-playing game.
Right.
So we are going to jump up onto and just do a couple scenes to figure out what these characters do. Let's see.
Do we have to roll our stats?
No, we don't. You don't roll stats. You just choose them.
All right.
Did you choose?
Yeah, you chose.
I did.
Okay. So Phoebe Cappuccino.
Yes.
Let's start with you. Where are you? Where do you find yourself on this nice Saturday evening?
What time of year is it?
Summer.
It's summer, exactly.
All right.
I'm rehearsing in the tent, in the circus tent.
Okay. And who are you going to go see?
I'm going to. I don't remember everyone's name.
I'm Shanks.
I'm gonna be with talking with Eric.
You're
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
talking
you can,
with
you can,
me?
Yeah, you can. It can be an NPC. Or
I
I think that probably works better, just so you kind of get your own your own space.
Phoebe is the traveling barista is gonna give him a visit.
Okay, great. All right,
Traveling
awesome.
barista.
Let's find out. The traveling barista is Phoebe. Is the traveling barista?
No.
Oh, the traveling barista is going to give Phoebe.
Phoebe is talking to the traveling
Okay,
barista.
great.
Inside the circus tent.
All right, and scene. Oh wait, hold on. You're not on.
Right now it's just the circus.
Yeah.
How do we put this layer on the bottom, Dan?
Oh, sensor cleaning.
The circus layer is
Everyone-
on
I
top
think
right
the
now.
camera
Oh
was
wait,
off.
there we
There we
go.
go. There
Oh,
we
the
go.
camera
Okay.
was off.
Everyone
Okay.
put the surface cleaning emote in the background. All right. Got it. Get it all clean. Here you go, Phoebes. Hello there, miss.
Oh, Jonathan! I didn't think you'd be here so soon.
Phoebe, my best customer.
Yeah.
I have something really special for you.
Yeah.
I have a brand new source of bean.
Mhm.
Oh, wild and exotic flavors that you'll get from these beans.
Jonathan, stop roping me along.
Okay,
Just
fine.
give me it.
All right, it's $50 for the cappuccino products. We got beans. I know you need to clean out your machine, so all right, fine. Hey, how's? Yeah, how's
That's
that?
good.
Huh? Right?
Man,
All
Johnson,
right.
that's
You might
good.
tell me to shut up, but you know what? The beans, right? They got the exotic flavor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I wasn't pull your leg that much. I've been around the circus.
It's been decent. I've been trying to shoot myself into the crowd and everything.
Right,
And
you're still on that rocket thing. Are you
Yeah.
trying to go up in the world?
I mean, that's what the rocket's for, to get me higher up. But
Well, yeah.
I always wanted to do tightrope. I thought if I shot all the way up there, I'd eventually get to do it.
Hey, I
But,
think you could do it.
yeah.
You ever tired of just being the barista around here too?
Well, someone's got to make me coffee, and sure as hell will know that Eric can't make a good cup.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, what's new around here?
Well, we haven't been getting as many customers lately. The whole sort of circus scene is getting a little bit taboo around the towns and everything.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah, we're thinking about traveling to a new town, but we've never been to traveling circus. We've always just been rooted right here
Anything new pop up
in
recently?
good old
Anything
Mississippi.
just kind of pop up out of the blue randomly?
Nope.
No? No popped up?
No, not yet.
Okay. No?
Honestly, I don't think
Alright,
anything has.
Okay, well...
I'm a little oblivious though, so you really don't know. I used to spend half my day sleeping in this cannon, half my day getting shot out of it.
Right. How long you been here?
Here since I was 5.
You're 5.
Yeah.
Your parents just tossed you out?
Yeah, they ever since they flung me out that window and I landed on the circus grounds, I knew that I was destined to be in the air. So
well, I can't stand here and chat to you all day. I gotta pack up.
You got more customers to get to.
Exactly.
Here, look. Let me. Here's another 20. I know it's tough around here, but I really just want the kids.
Not
Get them
easy.
something nice for me.
Yeah,
I know Christmas is
it's
coming
not
up
easy for,
in 6 months.
Traveling espresso machine, man. So, hey, treat yourself well.
Yeah, bye, Jonathan. I hope the wife leaves just on time.
Oh.
Scene.
Oh, Phoebe.
Phoebe. Spicy.
Thank you, Dom, for that. That's exactly what I was thinking.
We're gonna write down
okay.
NPCs for you.
Right.
We're
Let
still
me...
on the circus.
We're
Right now
still...
we're on the
hey,
circus.
hello,
Hey, we're
everybody.
back.
Okay, we're back.
I don't know why you bothered sitting down. You're
Oh,
probably just gonna have to get
no.
right back up for the next one of us.
so much.
Oh, shoot.
The mic?
Okay.
Oh, well, that was probably real quiet.
Did you guys hear any of that
Once.
scene?
Oh, well. It was probably very quiet and distant.
Oh, now I turned it the wrong way.
Okay, let's see. Dom, you're up next.
Yes.
Let's also just say that the portal has appeared.
Okay.
The portal has appeared, everyone.
Yeah. Some characters just don't know that.
I'm just
yet.
oblivious.
Some
Okay.
characters
Okay.
just don't know.
Some characters just don't know. Dom, you are the great Brazolio.
True.
You are a strongman extraordinaire.
Yes.
Where do you find yourself on this warm summer evening?
It's the evening. Well, I'd be sharing wine with the fortune teller and her little caboose.
Caboose.
Yeah, you just got one of them, carts.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you mean. One
I'm
of them
sure
old
there's a
traveling-
word for it, but
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
There we go. That's a
Yeah,
great
that's
one.
the one.
That's a great
That's
one.
the one.
cappuccino.
That's great. Oops.
Do it wrong.
Right. Right. Yes. All right. Fantastic. I love it a lot.
We're getting there.
We are getting there. All right. And okay, so we find ourselves down at the
subscribe!
Thanks.
Hey!
5 months, almost a half year. Wow,
Living
look
the
at that.
dream. Wow.
That's incredible.
That's like half
Oh,
a
you're
baby.
incredible.
C'est incroyable. And okay, right, we find ourselves at the fortune teller shack with the great Brazolio. See.
Hey, you coming out anytime soon?
I come out when I want to.
I always appreciate the spunk on you.
Oh, Rosolio, when are you ever gonna settle down with a nice woman like me?
That depends. When you gotta age backwards.
Oof, I could put a spell on you, but you put one on me first.
Hey, save the flirting till after dinner, would you?
Oh, speaking of which, you want to stay?
Want to stay where? At the circus? It's my job.
For dinner. I'm having quail tonight.
Damn.
Well,
You've been swindling better lately than I thought.
What? Do you have plans tonight or something? You can't join an old friend like me?
Well, I was thinking of going to town. I got a spot on my calf that still needs filling with ink, but I guess I could stay for dinner.
A spot on your calf?
Yeah, you know, I filled most of the body, but
Yes, I see.
the calf's still a little empty.
You got money for more? I thought that was pretty much a sinkhole for everything you got.
Well, you know, I'm trying my best out here.
All right, well...
Say, look, what do you think all this strange business is? People keep running around talking about holes.
I don't like one bit of it. I see bad things coming in the future.
Oh,
There's people coming from distant lands. I can see it, and I know it.
Well, I hope
don't
so.
like
We
it.
could use the profits.
No. Shut your mouth.
Nope.
It's not that kind of way. These are good, hardworking folk, and they're not gonna come and pay our bills and come to see our circus. They don't want any of that. They want to take what we have. They're strangers from a strange land, and they want to take everything we've got. That's right.
Tabby, we work at a circus. We're not hardworking folk, and we're all strangers from a strange land. That sounds like it's our people.
Well, I don't know. I like the future that I know, and that future feels fuzzy. I can almost see through it. I can almost see through that little thing, that hole. I can almost see through it, but I can't. It's not the future I know. It's the future I don't.
Well, Tabby, you got anything you can tell me about my future?
You got me all worked up like you usually do, but not in the good way.
All right. Eat your damn quail.
Fine. Say, what are you gonna be up to these next couple weeks, huh?
Well, I know we're waiting to open again, so figured I'd just, keep to the routine, make sure I stay the strong man. I've been working on a new act. It involves 2 tires, and I balance them on my head. It's pretty impressive. They're big old tractor tires. So far, I've only got the one, but it's the second one that makes it a show.
All right. Well, I mean, I know business isn't good right now, and
Well, it seems to be good for you. Glad that's working.
well, when you learn a couple tricks and you learn to catch a quail, you don't argue. You don't make a fuss. All right.
Suddenly it's making a lot more sense.
All right. What? You gotta go into town. I gotta cook this quail. All right. It was good seeing you, Brasolio. But hey, like I said, watch out. There's strange folk coming. I know it.
All right, rest easy, Tabby. And if I see someone who's about to die, I'll tell them you're good at throwing the bone.
See, thank you, man.
Boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Right. We
Very mysterious.
okay, right. Nice. We got this one down as well. Okay, awesome. Let's jump into the next one. Alexander, what's
Eric doing?
Yeah.
I think Eric's probably right now cleaning the funhouse mirrors.
Okay.
So giving them all. To some it might be scary, but to him it's just it's just another thing that he's got to do. He's just in there Windexing them.
And who is he gonna see on this fine? Oh, Red Nose is subscribed.
Thank you, Red Nose.
Rudolph!
The GM has fortune teller flirting down.
I
for
practiced
sure.
so long on my flirtatious.
The only character he took notes on. Really?
Yeah, that one's been completely prepared and pre-written.
Exactly.
Every campaign setting has a fortune
The
teller.
first one's not bad.
It looks a little too electronic.
Too bright.
Is what I'm thinking. Maybe. What do you think about that one?
Okay.
Okay.
And I think maybe
Who are they meeting?
First.
Oh God, who's
Oh,
gonna
okay.
be in here with me? I don't know. Maybe
The janitor.
The janitor? I don't know if there is a janitor.
Oh, you are the I lost.
No, he's not. He's not a janitor.
No, someone from
any
Circus.
help? I don't know who else would be in the funhouse mirrors while I'm cleaning them.
Well, let's just find out.
Okay.
Let's just find
Surprise
out.
me. Surprise me.
All right, and we find ourselves in the funhouse mirrors. There. Yes. Here we are.
Excuse me. Excuse
Oh,
me.
hi.
Hi, I think I'm lost. I can't find my way out.
How long have you been in here?
The last birthday I celebrated was this many.
Uh-huh.
How many do you think I am?
Well, I would say you're probably this many, considering that was the last one you celebrated.
Yeah, it was a while.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, buddy. We'll follow me. I'll get you out of here,
Okay.
and then
What-
do you know like your parents' phone number or something?
Well, that's the thing.
What's your name? Let's start with your name.
You can call me Sky.
Sky.
Yeah.
All right, Sky. My
well,
name's Eric.
Okay.
It's good to meet you,
It's
Sky.
hi, Eric, Mr.
Hi.
Eric. The
Sure.
thing is that I don't want to go back to my parents.
What do you mean you don't? Have you been hiding in here, Sky?
Yeah, well, my parents work here, and they say that it's time for me to start working here too. And I don't want to do it. It's scary.
Oh, you're the machine operator's new kid, huh?
I think that's what
Your
my-
dad works the carousel?
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay, and you don't want to work here.
no, I don't. Do you know my dad? He kind of seems like a jerk.
I mean, he is a little bit of a jerk. I'm not gonna lie to you, Sky. But I mean, come on, it's a good life we live here.
Well,
It's...
I didn't realize you could be a boring person and work here.
Wow. Okay.
No, I mean
Thanks.
that's a good, I
Yeah,
don't want. I don't
yeah.
want to
Boring people like
I
me
don't-
can work here too.
Yeah, I don't want to be like a weird person. I want to be a boring person like you.
Okay. Well, there's actually a lot that a boring person can do around here.
Okay.
For example, did you know that just over here you can actually go behind this mirror and it's a two-way?
Oh, whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, wow! I didn't know that.
Oh,
What else do you do
This
here?
place is full of
mister?
secrets. What do I do here?
Yeah.
Oh, I do everything. I mean, I string up the tight ropes. I make sure that the lions' cages are locked at night. I clean up the mirrors, obviously, as
What
I've
are
been
three
doing.
more things?
Wow, you know 3. That's a good number to know, Sky.
I'm really interested.
Okay, well, one more thing that I do is I make sure that all of the ticket rolls are stacked and ready to go in the ticket booth.
Okay, I want 2 more things.
Yeah, I'm getting there,
Oh,
Sky. I'm
okay,
getting
so
there.
I'm
Don't
really
worry about it.
excited.
I also go to the costume closet and make sure that those all have the proper tags for the right acts.
Okay.
That's really important to
Right.
know how to make sure that they grab the right. You wouldn't want the strongman in the unicorn rider's tutu, would
he
you?
scares me too.
Oh, he's fine.
I
Don't
still
worry about
want
him.
one more thing.
I know, Sky. I know.
Okay.
The one more thing that I do, and this one's probably the most fun,
Uh-huh.
is I take little kids like you,
Uh-huh.
except not that have been raised here,
Right.
and I go scare them.
Oh, you what?
I scare little kids.
What? That doesn't seem like a thing you would do. You're boring.
Well, yeah, I usually like wear a mask or something, but
oh,
like
okay.
the kids will like walk down. You know the
Do you-
haunted path that we have over in the back corner.
Yeah. Do you tell them about the things that make mommy and daddies like leave each other? Because that seems like the kind
No,
of
well,
scary
no,
thing
that
you
is
know about.
that's probably scary to carny kids like you. Yeah,
Yeah.
but normal kids are scared by things like ghosts
Oh.
and goblins
Oh,
and
okay.
monsters. Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Okay. I want 3 more things for you to tell me about.
okay, Sky, how about I talk to you about them while I get you out of this hall? of
All right.
mirrors?
Fine.
Okay.
Let's go. Well, hold on, Mr. Eric. One more thing.
What?
Where are you gonna take me? What do you do? You know?
What do I just told you I do a lot of things,
Yeah,
Sky.
no, I know. It's just like I kind of wanna help you out, right?
Okay.
I'd love to get to help you out.
All right. Well, you want to watch some mirrors?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scene.
Oh God.
There we go.
It's hard being a boring person.
All
You're
right.
so natural.
I updated your
Oh,
note sheet
thanks.
to say boring as fuck.
Oh, good.
Oh wow! Thanks so much.
All right. Okay, we got one more. Steven,
Shanks.
you ready? Where do we find Shanks on this fine summer evening?
So Shanks is looking for one of the missing monkeys to perform. They were supposed to be out with the music box guy, but Shanks is worried because they're both missing. One of them has been missing probably for about a year. The other one was only missing for the better part of a day right now. And so he's
Where are
he's
you looking for these monkeys?
well, I think right now Shanks has accidentally wandered very close to the time portal that has opened while he is looking for his monkeys.
Near the time portal. Fascinating.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one looks pretty good. Oops. All right. Thank you, Shanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Shanks.
Thanks, Shanks.
Thanks.
Hashtag
Shanks.
thanks, Shanks.
Hashtag thanks, Shanks.
Hashtag.
Has he shanked someone before?
Almost certainly.
The monkeys are lost in the mirror maze? Probably. One of them's probably dead in there somewhere.
Okay. We find ourselves in the elephant hut looking for these gosh dang monkeys, and we're near the portal. Let's find out. And see.
Monkeys aren't supposed to be in the elephant hut. Come on, come out now. Come out. Come out. Of course, we don't really have elephants in here anymore, do we?
Shanks.
You almost scared me.
Thank you so. I'm so glad I found you.
Get. Don't touch me.
Shanks, come on.
What?
We're good friends.
What do you want?
Well, okay. There's something over there. There's some sort of glowing blue emanating.
A monkey?
No, it's not a monkey.
Oh.
It's not.
I'm looking for my monkeys. I'm sorry.
There's a thing over there, and it's I don't know what it is. It's
Was that thing right there?
Yeah,
And I'm shining my flashlight
yeah,
on.
exactly. It's like you can kind of see through
Oh.
it.
I don't
And
need my flashlight anymore.
Yeah, it's glowing and it's blue, and there's something in there. I
Kind of looks like 1,000 eyes gazing at you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of. There's like something. I can feel something watching me from the other side. Look,
You want to go through? We can go through together.
No. We have to figure out what's going on. We look, Shanks. You know that I've ran this circus for years.
Yeah.
And if something happens to that where it's some sort of, I mean, it looks like a great attraction, and I'd love to have it.
Oh, we should start selling tickets then.
We should start selling tickets, but what if we're gonna get sued because someone falls into it and it kills them or something? I don't know what it is. Okay, we're going to. This is a great idea for an attraction, and I want to have people come and see it and pay money for it because we really need the money.
I think one of them eyes just winked at me.
Okay, let's take a couple steps back, Shanks. Shanks, you know that you are the most loyal of all the people who work here.
Mm-hmm.
You've been here the longest. I've always told you that, right? You know that I've always told you that?
Yes, you've only told me, and definitely not anyone else.
No one else I've told that they're the most important carny here.
I've even got a sticker that says "Good job."
Yeah, exactly. I gave you that sticker. Huh?
Yeah.
Right?
You
Did the
wouldn't have
last
given
owner-
anyone else a
Did
sticker.
the last owner give you a sticker?
He gave me a sticker once, but I lost it.
All right, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Shanks.
Okay, wonderful.
All right.
We gotta figure out what this glowy thing.
We'll find the monkeys, and we'll get to the glowy thing. We just have to make sure that no one touches it, right? No one touches
But
it.
what if I touch it first, just to see?
Thanks. I don't want you to. I don't want anyone to touch it. All right?
Okay, I
We
promise
put
I
a
won't
perimeter
touch.
around. We get people to come and buy tickets to it.
You want me to put the perimeter around it?
Yeah, that'd be great, Shanks.
Okay,
like I said,
will.
You're the most trusted person I know here. Okay.
I gotta go find perimeter tape then.
Okay, right. You do that.
I-
It's the monkeys. You've been looking for monkeys for half a year, so forget about those. You look for the perimeter.
Well, we gotta have some kind of animal at the animal exhibit.
We got a couple elephants back here. They're on rent. We rented.
Oh.
We rented the elephants,
Wonderful.
and it's okay. We have a little bit of money. I had to take out a debt for it. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
And no one is going to lose their jobs or their homes.
Nope.
Or we're not gonna have to sell the tent. Okay, just
Not like last time.
Nope, not like last time. Okay. Get the perimeter tape. All right.
Okay, I'll
I
go
need
ask
you to-
Eric
I need
for the
you to-
perimeter tape.
I need you to, Shanks. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank
I'll
you.
go
Shanks.
get it.
See.
Oh God. All right.
All right.
Get that perimeter tape.
Get that perimeter tape.
Just
Shanks.
So the portal is in the elephant stables.
Yes.
Good to
With
know.
no elephants, but also definitely elephants.
We have rented elephants. That
We
just
have
hit it.
rented. We rented the elephants.
Now what?
Thank you again. Now we are going to mix up some scenes and just figure out how these characters know each other, and what they think about that spooky portal. Let's have Phoebe. You're going to come in contact with Shanks. And where are you two going to find yourselves?
Outside the porta potty.
Outside the porta potty. Fantastic.
A lot of people forget that is a very important location at any carnival.
Any carnival.
Is,
Any carnival.
It's
gotta have
exactly
porta
where you think
potties.
two people whose names are Cappuccino and Shanks.
Oh, God.
Yes. All right. So you're looking for some tape. You have no idea that this portal exists.
And you have no idea where the tape is, apparently. Just by the porta potties. Maybe it's here.
Where's Eric, that piece of shit?
Okay. All right. Ready?
Mhm.
All right.
All right.
And go for it.
Monkeys.
Hey,
Monkeys.
Shanks.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? What did not find your monkeys yet?
No, yeah, Margaret's still missing. It's been about a year almost.
Yeah. It's crazy
It's a
how
shame.
time flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie's only been missing for about a day, but I will find Charlie. He always pops
Yeah,
up
it's
somewhere.
Charlie.
Yeah. Anyway, I have a question.
Yeah.
You seem to know about the glowy thing.
What?
Right?
The
The
big-
cannon does a glowy thing, right? Well,
yeah, I mean similar.
Yeah. Well, we got a big glowy thing over by the elephant stables, and it kind of looks like the universe is gazing into my very soul, like 1,000 immortal eyes gazing upon my eminent judgment. And I was wondering if you knew anything about it.
I didn't see that it was here, but that sounds so
You
familiar.
didn't see it?
I didn't. Well, I mean, now you're giving me a light show, but no, that sounds oddly familiar.
Familiar? Yeah, that's why I came to ask you. Anyway, I'm also looking for Eric. He's only been missing for about an hour.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's in there.
Yeah,
It's-
everybody goes missing and then they're not missing, and it's just
yeah, I think he had a bad dinner, but I've been drinking so much coffee that I'm wanting to go next. But
How are you? You seemed very hurt when you got shot into that wall.
yeah, it's just a little bit of a
'Cause-
kick in the neck.
'cause
nothing-
If something happened to you, I don't think we'd be able to find someone of your caliber. You know, for the cannons.
yes, Shanks.
Yes, Shanks, I get it. Very, very good. But no, I think I should be fine. We could always put a monkey in there, in case.
Oh, monkeys are too small. They'd only get blown to bits. I've seen it before. Arms everywhere.
You've seen it?
We put 3 monkeys in there.
Did you think that 3 monkeys were the size of one? It's okay, Shanks. I know. Shanks, okay, let's. It's okay. Let's just go sit down. Jesus Christ.
And scene. Okay.
Wow.
All right, fantastic.
Blasted some monkey.
Thank you. Next, we're gonna find ourselves
Shanks
in a
has
scene
seen something.
where we're gonna see Eric is going to be approached by the ringleader, who I think probably just goes by ringleader. Yes, and that's all you need to know. You're gonna find out what happens in the scene, yes. Okay, Eric, thank you.
Hey,
Thank
what's
you
up?
for coming.
What's up, boss? Okay, take it easy. What are you so out of breath for? Jeez.
I've just been running around. I'm trying to set up a new exhibit.
Oh,
We're going
interesting.
to there's did you see that blue glowing thing that looks like it's staring into your soul?
Over by the rental elephants. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the rental elephants. We're trying to turn that into a thing,
Okay.
into an exhibit.
Sure.
And it seems just about like maybe this is the only thing that could bring us out of debt. You like your job, right? Huh? Just tell me I'm doing a good job. What?
Yeah, you're doing fine. You're doing great. Hey, look, times are tough being okay, all right. Times are hard being a circus.
Yes,
so
true.
you're doing good being a circus leader for what it's worth.
And so I need you to do some like production stuff.
Okay.
Maybe make up some tickets. We want to have a big night where people are gonna show up. Maybe set up a tent around
what
it.
Are we just showing it?
Yeah, we're
or-
just.
Okay.
We're just showing it.
Okay.
And we're gonna put a tent around it, and people are gonna show up. It's gonna be a big night. We're gonna sell popcorn, and we're gonna show it. And people are gonna feel that weight of 1,000 eyes looking into your soul from possibly a different dimension. And
That's the selling point.
yeah, that's the selling point. You think you can do it?
I mean, I guess. I think
Right,
that we could. I think
need
we could
some help
spin it
here.
a different way,
Well,
though.
okay, what can we do?
Well, we don't know a lot about it, right?
Right.
But it's just kind of glowing there.
Yeah.
What if we set up? We throw Test Your Might over next to it and get like a couple of the games,
Sure.
and then have. I don't know. Bonnie's usually good at the guessing games. Have Bonnie run a booth where it's like, guess what this is, or
Okay.
or
Bonnie. Yeah,
or
that's great.
why don't you
Bonnie's
get Tabby to read some fortunes in front of it and say that she make it into her crystal
How about
ball
that?
and like
How about that little kid, the machinist's kid? Huh? What if we tossed him in?
tossed him in?
Well, I'm just spitballing here.
What do you know what would happen if we tossed someone into that thing?
That's
And you
that's
just
the
want to
fun.
throw the
That's
kid
the
in.
fun. Find out what happens. Big night on the Friday night. Come down. We're tossing a kid into some blue glowy thing. What's gonna happen? Right? That's a good spin on it, huh? Look, you figure it out. You run the night. Okay, I'm putting a lot into your hands, right? You want to move up in this thing, right?
Yeah, sure,
Right?
of
You want to
course.
stop just wiping down
No,
the
yeah,
years?
this is great.
Right?
I'll come up
Okay.
with something great. I'm sure.
You come up with something great.
Okay.
And we're gonna have a big night. It's what's the date? What's the I
Today's
lost my
27th.
watch. I haven't had a watch in years.
It's July 27th.
Okay, that's right. It's Wednesday, Friday night, right? That gives us
Sure.
2 days.
Okay.
2 days. We have a big showing. Okay, does that sound good?
Yeah.
You can do
okay.
that?
Okay.
All right, put the posters up at town. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Go get yourself some sleep or something.
Scene. Woof. All right.
Toss him in, toss him in, toss him in.
I tried to get a chant started.
Oh, God.
All right. Oh, plot thickens. All right, we're gonna see what happens with this portal. Let's see. Let's get one more. What time is it? 9:07. Oh my God, it's already so late. All right, it's great. We're gonna have a great time. Let's get the strongman in. It is going to be the night. Excuse me. It is going to be the night of the show. The portal is going to be on show tonight. Strongman, you're going to be putting on a show to warm up the crowd. What kind of show are you going to be putting on?
I would probably just be holding a really big sign and just kind of being one of those guys who flips signs. So I'm probably standing near the line, just pointing people in and welcoming the crowd like I used to do back when I was the tattooed man.
Okay, great.
Sign flipper.
Yes, of course.
Great.
I've got many tattoos. I've got 6 butterfly tattoos. They're hidden all throughout my body like hidden Mickeys. It's very fun. I've got 2 men who are fencing. Yes, it's with my biceps. Yes.
I need
I
3
put
more
them together.
tattoos.
They look like they're fighting. I have a hula girl who's wearing a T-shirt that says #1 sports fan. And that's on the back of my one calf, the one that's filled in. On my skull, I'm a bald man, so on the base of my skull, there's just a little, like, Chuck E. Cheese sticky hand looking thing.
Great. I hope you're writing these down because I want all of them to come back in the story.
Chuck E. Cheese sticky hand tattoo.
Yes, of
I like
course.
it.
All right. We are going to be seeing the strongman warm-up show in front of the portal. Yes, do you want to
Perfect.
put
Yes,
there?
of course.
All right. And the ringleader will come in, ringmaster. All right, and see.
Friends, the portal shall be opening shortly, and we've got a brave little volunteer who's going to make their way into parts unknown. Enjoy your time here. If you see the bearded lady, tell her I don't owe her any money.
Hello there. Great. Bravolio, yes. Greatest ringmaster who's ever lived. That's what they'll call me in the day. Thank you all for coming. As you can see, this mystical portal. Watch out, Bravolio. Your massive muscles.
Apologies.
As you can see here, this mystical portal from a distant land. Feel the way it influences your heart, for it will come once in a lifetime, something you've never seen before. We're going to get a small child and throw it in. It's going to be a fantastic time. Yes.
But don't worry, it's totally safe for the child.
Totally safe. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Do you hear that? It's the beating of hooves. It sounds distant. The beat, it's like it's coming. Hold on, it's not around here. It's oh God. I think it's coming from the portal. It's louder. Oh God. Oh! Something's coming! Run, everybody! Run away! Come with me! Okay. Interesting. All right.
Scary.
Right. Scary. Oh, so horror.
Right,
so
it's
fantasy.
I'm sorry, Phoebe Cappuccino. Is that not spoopy enough?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, just in case you're wondering, that is going to be the end of the improvise section. I think we have enough to work with. There's a portal. There are hooved beasts coming through, creatures coming through. There mayhaps lay waste to this land, and that is where our role play game, if you will, is going to start. Let's see. I'll just give some. I'll give a little bit of narration. Last night was a tragedy. Many of the carnival folk evacuated from the tent and got to higher ground, got to safe keeping. It didn't seem like many survived. we don't know what came through this portal. However, a small few pulled back to the fortune teller hut because it was so distant and farther back. Well, we don't know exactly what happened. Once we heard these beasts coming, everyone pulled out of the tent, and it was people, things, creatures just started pouring out of the portal. It was people from distant lands. People. It's hard to just call them people. They looked somewhat grotesque. Fur, hooves, horns, everything that you could imagine pouring out of this portal, in some anamorphic, some very far from it. And they just started tearing apart the people who were watching this festival. The carnival goers, the circus goers, they simply wanted fun entertainment, and it quickly turned into, well, a bloodbath. As I said, a select few of the carnival folk pulled out, and they pulled back to the fortune teller hut. It was a terrifying night, one that no one got much sleep. However, in the very least, the fortune teller hut is far enough from the main tent that this small group of people figure that they are safe enough to be able to figure out what to do next. And carbonated milk, I absolutely agree. They didn't even get to toss the kid in. Oh, words, which is quite disappointing. We find ourselves the next morning waking up from a real shock. We don't know what happened, and all of us are here at the somber scene. And the ringmaster comes to you. You're kind of laying in these cots, anything that the fortune teller might have had on hand, and you kind of just had to sleep out under the stars like you used to. And the ringmaster comes to you. Everybody, get up, please. Get up. We need you all. Can anybody tell me what happened last night?
You probably had one of the best views of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was.
Shit got real.
I was right there. It was me and Bravolio were right there. We just barely got out of the way before those things burst through that doorway. Something. What was it?
I wanted to be known that I tried to stand in the way and stop it, but I was pulled away at the last second. I feel that the townsfolk we lost, nay, our brothers and sisters, the carnival members themselves, are owed some type of explanation. And I, for one, will not stop until I have found what that is.
I agree. In the very least, I only have this circus, and I need it to live.
It's true for most of us.
That is Phoebe. And we can get to the bottom of this. Shanks, did you see what happened?
I mean, I saw something. It was really weird. I had a really weird dream last night.
Glad you could sleep, Shanks.
Well, yeah, I'm still trying to process it. You see, in my dream, we were about to throw a kid into the portal, and then a bunch of demons came out.
Oh, good. Well,
are we still planning on throwing that kid in? Because I think that's a bad idea. If we
kind of need to, figure out a couple things first before we do that. That could I think that still could be a good show.
Well,
sorry,
at least we didn't.
We need to figure things out. And the fortune teller comes by, and she goes,
Bravolio, what, I don't have space for everyone here. I told you, Bravolio. You didn't believe me. You said it would be good for business. Now we got damn near the whole thing's destroyed. Our whole circus, and they started setting up tents in their own camps around that portal. We got to do something. We got to do something to stop it.
I agree. Well, I don't know where this portal came from, but I'm ready to shut it down.
What, you want to fight those things?
No, maybe, whatever it takes.
I have a whip in my room.
And the ringmaster says, "Well, we do have to figure out some sort of plan to be able to stop that portal. What can we do? What could we even possibly do?" Yeah, Shanks.
I have a whip.
Okay, thanks, Shanks.
I used to use it for animal training, but it's all the way across the big town.
Well, my thinking is, if there's anyone who knows anything about this types of mysticism, it's the mystic. Why don't I take Tabby down? I'll guard her on the way. Maybe if she can get a closer look at the portal, she might have some insight into it. Tabby?
All right, I'll take a look. I'll take me bones and my tossin' bones too, and I'll see what I can see, and maybe I'll figure out something to be able to that can be done here. But it's going to be dangerous. Those things they attack just about everything on sight.
Well, luckily we have someone who's proficient with explosives.
Hmm?
Yeah? Sorry, I was just lost in thought.
All right. Well,
I know a back door through the love tunnel that we could take to hopefully get around some of them.
okay. All right. And Shanks, you're still looking for you're still looking for monkeys, right?
Well, yes, Margaret's been missing for about a year now.
Yeah.
And
How about Charlie?
Charlie's been missing
for 2 days.
Yeah, it's about 2 days now.
Uh-huh.
And Eric's been. Oh, we found Eric.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I can cross that one off now.
All right. Why don't you come too? All right. And the ringmaster says, "Okay, let's see. We go through the love tunnel, and we'll get to the portal, and we'll see what Tabby can see. Huh?
All right.
All right. Let's go.
Try it.
All right.
Here, Tabby, you can ride on my shoulders. It'll be faster this way, trust me.
So the however many of you, 6, I guess, including the ringleader, all head out, and let's see. Yeah. So you started heading out, and just in general, how do you think you're going to go about approaching the love tunnel? Because the plan, right, is that you go through the love tunnel. There's a back entrance, and then if you get to the front entrance of the love tunnel, it should be pretty close to the portal. Is that right?
Yeah, sure. The love tunnel is maybe somewhere near the elephant stables.
Right,
which
okay.
is apparently
That's where all the water funnels through, so it makes sense.
Right.
Right.
So,
Okay. What's your plan for getting there? Do you think like a straight shot? Like how are you going to be doing it?
I imagine I'm going to be kind of leading and just
Okay.
taking the brunt just
Good.
in case I can really hold down
Okay.
anything.
Sure. And then just a little party behind you and just a straight shot straight to it. Any sneaking, or do you think you're just trying to get there?
I think we're trying to be quick.
Okay, trying to be quick. All right, I like it. Let's see. So you start heading out, and you know that it's not too far from the fortune teller shack to the elephant hut where the back entrance to the love tunnel is. So you're making your way there, and you're trying to be quick. Now I want who is Brazolio.
That's me. The Great Brazolio.
The Great Brazolio. You said that you were taking point, right?
Yeah.
So let's see how well you're able to navigate yourselves through. I am going to. I think since you're making it a straight shot, I think I want you to roll aggressive.
All right.
So roll plus aggressive, and we'll see what the result is.
That's a 6.
6 is not good. Six is a big old fail.
No.
It is finally,
Great in all things.
It is finally time for a roll. We rolled a 5 plus 1, which is your aggressive stat, which is a 6.
This is
So-
out of 12, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Out of 12. So when you fail, a 6 is a fail, a 7 to 9 is a mixed success, a 10 plus is a full success. That means this is a complete failure. When you have a complete failure, let's see.
Not
What
the
is the
first time I've
stats?
heard that.
The stats are not on our side.
No, they're not. They're not. I mean, they're not great.
Half of it is a failure.
Yeah.
a
Well,
herd.
seven is most likely. Okay. You try and beeline your way to the elephant hut, and you see that there's actually a patrol of hooved centaur-looking things with gnarly faces and horns, and they come out of nowhere. They're right behind the trees, and they're coming on you now. You're kind of like you're making too much noise, and they can hear you. You still have Tabby on your back, and there's still a procession of you behind. What would you like to do? They're approaching you quickly. And they don't look happy.
I'll put Tabby down.
Okay.
I'll strike a stance.
Where are we right now?
You're in the woods.
Just in the woods?
From the fortune teller hut was in the woods, and you're making your way over to the elephant hut, which is a little bit more in the very edge of the clearing of the circus. And then from the edge of the clearing to the middle of the clearing, which is where the portal was, there's the love tunnel.
Is this the same woods as the haunted trail?
Yes, of course it is.
Okay, so are there maybe like some costumes or masks or something?
Yeah, just kind of
somewhere
lying
near here?
around, kind of like what something people have just kind of like tossed because they didn't, want them anymore after Halloween.
And you said these things are like centaurs?
They're sort of centaur-like beasts. There's 2 of them. They're pretty big, hairy, muscly. They mean-looking hombres, and they have horns.
Kind of demonic looking?
Yeah, kind of demonic looking.
Okay, then I'll find like a goblin-y, monster-y, demon-y mask or
Okay.
something if there
All
is
right,
one, and
sure.
I'll put that on.
Yeah, you find that and you throw it on.
Okay.
They're approaching fast. They're riding their hooves and they're approaching the rope.
I'll try to hide while I'm putting it on so they don't
sure.
see that I'm putting it
Sure,
on
of course.
and then come out as
And what do you say?
Well, I guess I don't know if anyone else is doing something while they're still
Sure,
approaching.
they're
I'm going to kind of wait for them to get to
I take
us.
one of my long stick matches that I have
right.
that I use to light the candle.
Yeah.
And I strike it against the bottom of my boot because I have that. And I
to hold the defense.
no, I start throwing down.
Okay.
On some shrubbery that are between us and them.
Oh,
Just
okay.
set the forest
sure.
on fire?
Well, it's the summer, and shrubbery. There's not a lot of dead brush laying around. I don't know how well it's going to catch.
I blow on it.
Yes. Okay, we will find out. Shanks, you doing anything while these folk are approaching?
I'm going to try to climb a tree.
Okay, all right.
Oh God, the
We'll
old
catch
man
him.
is climbing a tree.
That juicy hook, we're gonna catch up on it later. So you have to keep watching to find out what happens when Shanks tries to climb a tree. Okay, so let's see. Why don't we find out? I want you to roll. Let's see. I want you to roll plus calculating.
Fuck. All right.
5, 2, which is a 7, minus 1 is a 6.
Oh no! 6 is
So we have
almost
another
succeeded.
failure. Okay, so the funny thing here is that you actually succeed in your action. You make
It goes out of control.
it does
Oh,
indeed.
no!
The shrub is far too dry. It
God.
catches and then it climbs straight to the trees that are right next to you, and the trees start going up, and you can tell that this is going to be out of control very quickly.
Oh jeez.
Massive forest
So
fire.
what we now see is Shanks up in a tree with other trees that are quickly catching on fire, and it looks like it's kind of making its way over. Let's see. Your Eric, you threw your mask on.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? They're now approaching. They see this fire, and they're very thrown off, and they're a little scared. They're a little unsure. But they're just unsure of what's going on. And you see them. What do you do?
I will. Oh shit. Okay, I'm going to.
No one can blame me for Shanks' death.
He'll just have to roll up a new character. I guess I will. Oh man, fire, not good. I will.
You got the mask on.
Right.
These mean dudes are
They're
approaching.
coming towards
They're coming
us.
at you. They're coming a little bit cautiously now because there's a massive roaring fire, and they're like, "We want to kill these people, but there's also a giant fire."
Mm-hmm.
They're coming at you. What do you do?
Oh no. Okay. I am going to. So is the fire? The fire is like in like an area, or
Yeah, it's kind of behind you. I think you had to run around to pick up the mask. But there's kind of like a line of folk who have. I think Bravazio took a bit of a stance in front of the shrubs, but all of the other kind of like non-combatant folk are standing behind the shrubs, and now there's a giant fire. So it is a little bit obscuring their vision.
I'm going to start dancing, kind of like wildly, like around the fire, almost, and like maybe pointing at something that's burning, and like and sort of like acting like I'm some kind of fiery creature that's causing it.
All right, great. I want you to roll plus social.
Oh no.
Oh, so we rolled a 6. Minus one is a 5. So we have another failure.
We should have done Sky High.
I should have done Sky High.
Okay. So again, your acting is actually just so convincing. They notice you as one of their own, and one of them comes along, picks you up, puts him on your back, put you on his back, and the other realizes that this fire is not something to be feared, it's something to be praised, and this beast with a roar does this, roar, and the fire shoots up. And now it's a giant blaze. So many trees in this area are now catching on fire. Shanks, you're in quite a bad spot. Your tree is quickly catching fire.
Oh, no.
Eric, you are on the back of one of these demonic centaurs.
Honestly,
Bravazio,
could be in a worse place.
There is fire erupting all around you.
Just in the corner thinking about what I've done.
You're probably feeling pretty guilty right now.
You gave them fire, which they can control.
Bravazio, one of the ones that just shot the fire up, it sees that you're squaring off and doesn't like that. It gets all worked up, and it's like it just gets out its kind of like irony fist, and it's coming right at you. And you can see that it's winding up a punch. It's coming right at you. What do you do?
Oh man.
I'll pick up a large rock next to me and just overhead hurl it at the rider.
All right, great.
Try and hit them right in there. Is this a centaur?
Yeah,
try and hit them right in the human chest to see if we can knock the off kilter.
Great. I'm gonna ask you to roll plus reflexive.
Reflexive?
Actually, I guess
it's a strength
I guess aggressive. Yeah, aggressive.
Yeah,
is a
You're
little bit
aggressively
more
throwing that rock.
aggressive.
Yeah. Oh boy.
He rolled a 4 plus 1 is 5.
No, you did this to me.
We're not doing so hot, you guys.
What other shitty things can
We're
I do?
not doing
Okay,
so hot.
He
let's
ran out of
see.
shitty things to do to us.
Already.
You throw the rock, and it's just a complete miss. And this rider comes around, and he takes his massive, barky, gnarled fist and just puts it straight in your chest. Something that I forgot to mention is that in most Apocalypse, Powered by the Apocalypse games, they have a health stat system called Harm. Mortal creatures can take 4 harm, and then they are DED dead. Dom, you just took 2 harm. So you definitely wind knocked out of you. You're on your back. You are pretty messed up. Your bruised ribs. You're not feeling good. You haven't felt a punch like that since you were but a wee lad.
Can I try
yeah,
to save?
yeah,
do
exactly.
A saving throw?
Okay, yeah.
So I wanna run towards one of the trees that isn't like that on fire.
Okay.
And run right at it, and then like jump at it, and then put my feet up against it, and then spring off, and then like cannon myself through the air.
Okay.
To get like right alongside the centaur to like grab like
Yeah,
its ears
absolutely.
or its hair and like drag
I love
it
it.
down.
Okay, for all of that, I want
So
you to
my
roll plus
goodness.
reflexive to see how it goes.
That's your thing.
I have a +2 here.
That's your thing.
We haven't gotten to a mixed
Snake
success.
eyes.
We haven't gotten
Snake.
any successes yet.
4 plus 4, 8 plus 2 is 10!
That's 10! That's a full success!
That's a full
It's a full
success!
success!
He did it! Okay, he did it. Wow, this is crazy. What happens when you do something good for once?
Wow, interesting. He doesn't even know.
Okay, so
Cappuccino.
you shoot, and just like you said, you plant your feet into the trees, and you propel yourself at this one. It's the one who just hit the Bravazio, and you grab him and you pull him down, and he is big, so you feel him fall all the way down and hits the ground. Is actually like a rock on the ground, and you feel
Is
his
it my
head.
rock, the one I missed?
It is, in fact, his rock, and it smashes his head on it, and he takes 2 harm.
Okay.
And you can tell that he's quite messed up. Is kind of woozy. Is on the ground also, and he's like half horse, so that means that like is difficult to get up, and he's kind of just like helplessly standing there or lying there. Great work. However, the other one sees this happening,
Right.
and wheels around and is now riding down directly at you to be like, let's do this. Like I'm gonna kill this.
Cool.
Eric's still in the back.
Yes, Eric is still in the back, and Shanks
And
is
Shanks is
also
still in a
right.
tree.
in a burning tree. Shanks, what do you do first?
Look for the monkeys.
First, I'm gonna call out for Charlie.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna call out for Charlie.
Okay.
See,
Are you expecting to roll for this?
Okay.
Put the dice down.
No. I
You're
like it. I like
calling
it. No,
out
I
for
like
a
it.
lost
I like
monkey.
it. I like
It's
it. I
been
like it.
missing
I like
for
it.
at least 3 days.
2 days.
How specifically are you going to be doing this?
So I was.
Do you know what Charlie likes? How does Charlie normally
So
respond to
I'm
you?
the animal trainer, so I've got a whistle to. It's like the come command for a dog,
Okay.
but I trained all my monkeys to follow that command.
Okay, right. Do you have like a sort of special way that you do it, or is it
It's
just
a very shrill whistle.
okay?
A specific
What
monkey
what
whistle.
makes you successful at it?
So if it's very loud,
Okay, if it's very loud.
yeah, very
All
loud
right.
whistle.
All right.
They gotta be able to hear it to
All right.
know that they have to come to me.
No.
Okay. All right.
Have you not been using this whistle the whole time you're looking for the monkeys?
Usually they just come for treats, but
I'm going to ask you to roll plus aggressive. I think you need to aggressively blow this whistle in order for it to be
Oh
successful.
my god.
5 plus
Wow.
5.
that's an 11.
11! Oh my god.
Success!
Oh my
Woo!
god.
Okay. All right.
I'll
So
around.
tell us how you blow this whistle.
So I just stick both pinkies in my mouth and just like whistle, and it's one of those ones where like, you know, in grade school when your principal was real angry at you during an assembly and everyone was chatting, and then he like fucking
Right,
whistles
right,
and blows
yeah.
everybody's head off.
Mhm.
I just do one of
The
them,
entire stadium.
and
Yeah.
just like the whole
Okay.
forest, he like echoes with
Okay.
this whistle.
All right,
Wow.
great. So, Charlie the monkey. Oh, we got a follow.
We got 2 follows.
We got 2 follow. Oh, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
What do we got?
Mogwaimon Gaming. I hope I'm
that-
pronouncing that somewhat
Elitist.
right. An elitist.
An elitist. All right, thanks
That's
for the
right. We
follows.
can read elite speak.
Back to the fire.
Back to the fire. So Charlie, this monkey, is actually is. Oh, we got another follow. So Lil.
Hey,
So
Thank
Lil.
you, Solil. But unfortunately, we're firefighting.
Right,
Yes.
we're firefighting. So
Thank you.
you actually realize that Charlie is hears it, and like the good little monkey he is, Charlie, just the way you found him, is in his that usher costume that he has. Like
He's
the,
wearing
like the
a
red,
fez.
the
A
red
fez and a
shirt.
vest.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
red shirt with the yellow buttons down the side,
Yeah.
to the side,
like,
with the
yeah.
red little hat with the yellow trim. That it is one aggressive whistle. And,
I have a question.
Yes,
Since I succeeded, can Margaret also come too?
Margaret.
No,
Margaret's fucking dead.
We never said she was dead.
Now, thank you.
Heyo.
Ivy is not dead for the follow.
Yes.
True.
But do
But
keep in mind,
Margaret
Margaret
is
definitely
dead.
We don't know whether or not Margaret's dead.
All right.
Okay.
We've never
Okay.
established.
So
Chat is bandwagoning hard. It's not
Stutzman.
cool to follow anymore.
Thank you so
Stop.
much.
Stop,
Okay. Just in case all of these people,
No,
Thank you,
so much.
everyone.
just in case all these people are running in and they're like, I have no idea what's going on. We are playing an improvised role-playing game, which means that we did a little bit of improv in the beginning to figure out what world we're playing. We asked the chat, what's the genre? That was fantasy, horror. The setting was circus. So that's what we're doing right now. And there's a portal that is
Time-based.
expelling
Time portal?
that is expelling foreign fantasy beasts, and we're fighting them in a forest.
That's on fire by just.
This one set fire to the forest we are currently in.
right.
Charlie comes in, and you can see Charlie from across the trees. Charlie is terrifiedly on also a similarly burning tree, but Charlie hears the whistle, looks at you, and I mean, you've done what you've done for a long time. You are actually good at what you do. What do you tell Charlie to do?
I go, Charlie, come here.
Okay, Charlie, like the good little monkey he is, and climbs up the limbs, and then climbs over, and then jumps on your shoulders. Charlie's on your shoulders. What do you do?
And I break off one of the burning branches and I give it to him and I say, throw it, Charlie.
Okay, all right. So that's happening, and who are you pointing at?
I'm pointing at the creature that fell.
The one on the ground? All right,
Yeah.
great. All right, we're gonna find out what happens with that in a second. Let's
Can
see.
I
go? Sure, yeah.
Because I'm on the back
Oh,
of
yeah,
this
you
thing
are on the
that's
back,
charging
and it's
at...
charging at Phoebe.
Okay.
Phoebe Cappuccino.
As it's charging, maybe I wait for like a point where I see that he's probably going to jump over a root or around something, and I want to take off my mask and then just like onto him, onto his head.
Okay, I think this is a pretty precise moment. I'm gonna ask you to roll calculating for this one.
Okay.
Okay, and hold on. Just for what's like the best case scenario? Like, what are you trying
The
to do?
best case scenario is that I throw it down onto his head and then make him like trip or something so that he sort of also slams to the ground, and we've got both of these things on the ground.
Okay.
And maybe I can put him into like a chokehold while I've got my arms around him or something. I don't know.
Let's find out.
Force it in chokehold.
Oh god, here we go.
Oh.
4 plus 2 is not enough. That's another 6.
4 plus 2 is a 6.
Oh,
We're
wow.
back to the fails.
Nice.
Oh, we were
Back
feeling
to
so
the
good.
damn
We were feeling so good. So, this is like just to remind ourselves, this was like a goblin mask, right?
Yeah.
Some sort of like
some kind of like
goblin-y,
demon-y, goblin-y mask.
leathery face, like right.
Squad baby.
Right.
So you take this mask off your head and you wrap it around the centaur, and you put it on its face, but it doesn't affect it in a way that you expect. It doesn't make it fall over. You have to rip your hands away from the mask because you can feel it kind of melt into its face, and you can see, instead of it was this hairy centaur, it's kind of all the hair recedes and it turns into this fleshy goblin centaur.
You made it worse.
And it's this demony cackling with still these like small little red horns, and it now realizes that you weren't its ally, and it rips you off and it checks you to the ground, and it gives out this
Oh god.
goblin-y scream.
I've created a monster.
Hey guys, what
Hey
are you
guys,
doing?
how are
we
you doing?
We're
We're doing great,
We're
Dom
doing
and
good.
Sword. We're playing an
demons.
RPG.
You are slammed to the ground. You're gonna take 1 harm.
Okay.
I got this.
You're gonna take 1 harm, and also what it does, it is now on you, Dom. It is on you.
On me?
Yeah, because it was coming at you. And it stands this pose, and it stands over. Let's see. It stands over the Great Bravazio.
No!
And you're still kind of like cowering behind this fire. Did you say that you had something?
Yeah, I gotta move.
Okay, yeah, it's running at you, and it's coming at you.
I take out my reserve thermos of hot coffee
Okay, right, yeah, of course.
that I always get because Jonathan brought it to me.
I mean, her name
fresh.
is Cappuccino.
Yes, I always have. I take it out, and this is like a gallon.
Right. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
What?
Okay.
No!
You made it this morning.
It's alright. It's like a half gallon of coffee.
Okay, that's a very
That's
large
a
thermos.
lot of.
That's a
yeah,
large
that's a
thermos.
very big
No,
thermos.
you have a half gallon. That's probably 20
Like
ounces.
a half gallon
That's
of milk,
maybe a
but
quart.
coffee.
Yes, yeah. It's like a coffee pot.
I
in the
unscrew it.
form of a thermos.
I hold it behind my back.
Okay, this
I-
demony thing. It's
I
like its
was
leather
the
face is
fire
laughing at
demon.
you.
They come.
It's laughing. Yeah, exactly. And it's leathery and disgusting. It's
This
you know,
is
like,
the
you can see
goblin
it's like
one.
you can see it's like kind of like
Lord.
pecs that are like all like mushy, and its muscles are like taut,
Ew.
but it's also fleshy, and it's coming at
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah. So it's coming right at me.
Yeah,
I
it's
wait
coming-
for it to
it's
get
coming at-
right
it's
in
got
front
this
of me.
Big leathery
And with
fist.
the unscrewed cap, I take out my cup.
Yeah.
I splash it in their face.
Okay, right on. Let's see.
Yeah.
Reflect. This is gonna be reflexive because it's very time dependent.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, another +2.
All right, let's see it.
Oh.
Off the stage. Oh, he rolled
A 13
a
total?
Oh my
13!
God.
Whoa! All right, 0
Big
mixed
success.
successes.
We-
0 mixed successes.
Yeah, we haven't had any middle successes
It's either goes very very poorly or goes very very well.
yet.
the fan.
So you take this thing and this half-gallon thermos and you unload it on this beast.
Right in the eyes.
It's boiling, and it's like it has this like kind of like leathery flesh that like already kind of looks burnt, but you can tell that it's like searing it, and you can actually tell specifically that like it doesn't seem like this is a normal type of like, oh, you threw it on and it's like all messed up. It's like,
It was holy coffee.
it's something about it. There's something about it that like it's like acid eating away at its skin, and its flesh is coming away, and you can see its skull and its eyeballs are popping out.
It's those foreign beans that Jonathan makes the coffee.
And
of.
yeah, the
it's
scene
just
from
like,
Indiana Jones where the dude's
Yes.
just melting away.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And it's so effective. You actually deal enough harm to kill this thing.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
And it melts through its face, and its brain is showing, and its brain starts dissolving. For some reason, this coffee was so effective, and it just falls over.
And it tastes
DED.
great.
And now we're finding about this flaming arrow that is being
Coffee.
thrown.
It's a branch.
Yeah, branch. Sorry,
Throwing
not arrow.
a flaming javelin spear
So
branch.
so tell me again, how exactly are you getting?
yeah, also.
Charlie?
Yeah, because he's not throwing it, so he can't roll
Right.
for it.
Well,
it's
that's
the
the
monkey
thing.
throwing.
You commanded this monkey
Yeah.
to do it.
It's an
Said,
extension.
Charlie, kill!
Okay, that's gonna be a social roll.
Alright. I don't know why I didn't pick social earlier.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Why didn't you?
Oh,
wow,
yeah!
snake eyes!
2 minus 1 is 1.
Oh,
Okay.
Charlie's fucking dead.
Charlie accidentally
Charlie
kills
kills
himself.
me!
God. Okay. So Charlie misunderstands because this is a social roll. When you fail, it's pertaining to your stat. You rolled socially, you fail socially. So Charlie doesn't understand throw. Charlie jumps off the branch with the flaming stick and goes and tries to come down on oh man, and tries to come down on this centaur, and the centaur was dazed, its head got hit, it's bleeding, but it sees like out of its blurry vision this flaming stick coming right at it, and it knows what it has to do, and it reaches up and it grabs Charlie by the throat.
no!
And you can see that it's gripping, and Charlie is gripping at the
Oh,
hand. It's just this thick hand that's got Charlie around the throat, and Charlie is gasping for air. What do you do?
Oh wait, so I'm on the ground.
Yes.
I've just suffered a pretty big
Yes.
blow.
Oh my God.
I see this hand like reach out. I'm gonna try and like roll around and just try and like roll around, like bear hug the arm, this big thick meaty arm,
Yeah.
and try and snap it in half
Oh.
to break
Alright.
Charlie free.
All right, great, right on. Why don't you roll plus aggressive?
Cool.
Come on, Dom. You gotta save Charlie's life.
You gotta be Charlie's angel.
That's 9.
Okay.
That's 9.
Okay.
Nine's not
oh yeah,
bad.
That's a mixed
That's a mixed
success.
success. That's finally our first mixed success.
Oh, no.
So mixed successes are actually like the interesting part of this game, where it's not just like you get to say what happens or I get to say what happens.
So, of
we
course,
actually finally get to.
As is on brand, we skip the interesting
Yeah.
parts.
Okay. So what's gonna happen here is you have gripped onto his arm, and you're trying to free Charlie and maybe hopefully hurt this disgusting beast. So here's the thing: is that it has a tight grip on Charlie's throat.
Okay.
You realize that its thick, leathery arm, its muscles are pounding. You're in this grab and you're pulling at its arm, and you realize that you're not going to be able to break its arm before Charlie's poor life is going to fall from its eyes, from its chest, from its lungs. You have the choice do you reach up, grab the hand, and pull the fingers away to let Charlie free, or do you break its arm and
Sacrificing Charlie.
and finish this beast once and for all?
Oh.
You have to kill it
Or
and Charlie. It's either both of them die or neither of them die.
Oh no!
Oh, you have to sacrifice Charlie to
How
kill this
invested is
thing.
your character in this monkey?
Well,
True.
here's the thing. I feel like the great Brazzolio, he's looking around, he's getting flogged. He's
There's
just
fire
suffered
everywhere.
a big punch himself,
Right.
and he sees one of the creatures is already dead, and I think he looks up and he looks over at Tabitha, and he knows that the people who have been with him for a long time are what matters, and I think he breaks the arm of the creature. I think
And Charlie dies.
Yeah, and so this
I have to do it.
thick
It's
leather
what he
arm,
would do.
it's just like a vice grip on poor Charlie's neck, and you do it. You don't only break it; it almost feels like snapping wood. That its muscular tendons breaking, like snapping wood. Of like you tear its arm off, and it lets out this bellowing scream, and this thick blood is just pouring out of its shoulder. And you can see its
Shanks
eyes.
will remember that.
will start to go out of its, and you can feel that it's dead. But you look over, and you see this, like I said, this vice grip on poor Charlie's neck, and you see his fez has fallen off his head.
Oh no!
And
Can I do CPR on a monkey?
I'm
Not on the snap neck, Dan.
Oh, right,
And
never mind.
Charlie's face is kind of like fallen into some shrubbery, so you
do
don't
it
exactly see it, but it's clear that Charlie is no more.
No.
Shanks, you are able to find your way down out of the tree if you'd like, and you come upon this scene. What do you do?
Press F for Charlie.
Yeah. Press
F's in the
F
chat
for
for Charlie. F's in the chat for Charlie.
So are there any more
Yeah, sure.
demon
This is
horses?
No,
around?
there's just the two. The
Just-
one that turned into a
just
devil
dead.
that got poured coffee on, and the one that got hit its head and then ripped its arm off.
So I kneel down to Charlie and I pick him up. I go, Charlie, I said I wouldn't let this happen again. I'm sorry, buddy. We served together, but I couldn't save you then. Now I can't save you now in this next life. I hope we'll meet again in the third. And he just rests him down and he says, all right, everyone, we've got to go.
That's right. The ringleader kind of comes out from behind some giant fire, and
The fire's still going.
The fire is very much still raging.
It was so intense. He was giving this speech with this raging fire
roaring
behind
blaze
him.
all around him.
Oh my god! It was Charlie.
His tears are
Charlie's
evaporating off of his face from the
Charlie's
heat.
shadow was dancing on Shanks's face. Oh my goodness, it's so cinematic.
Yeah.
And you know what you have to do. You know that this wasn't going to be an easy journey, and you continue your way, and you get to the elephant hut, and you look in, and the elephants have all ran away. One, because there's fantasy monster attacks. Two, because there's a giant fire that's now beginning to consume even this tent. And you find the secret entrance to the love hut. The love shack, the love tunnel, the tunnel of love, the secret tunnel, and you enter in, and you know that at the other side of this love tunnel is your fate, one way or the other.
I think we gotta sprint it. I
All
think we
right.
gotta go for it before we lose any more monkeys.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's ready. Do you
Yep.
put Tabitha back on your?
Yeah,
back on
put
your
tab at the
shoulder?
back of my shoulders.
Okay, great. And so you're sprinting down, and you run past broken down boats that are on the side, the mannequins of two lovers who can't really tilt to kiss anymore.
Thought this was a comedy channel.
Guess wrong.
Not tonight.
You come up to the mouth of Love Tunnel, and this is the first time that you get to see what's really happening there. The portal is still in the center of the clearing, and all of the other kind of shacks are all destroyed, dismantled to be able to build up their own these kind of like vague monsters, kind of like temporary barracks that they've set up. It seems apparent that they're trying to establish like some sort of outpost here, possibly for something bigger. And Tabitha says, "Oh, there it is. I can feel it. I can feel its energy. I think I felt this once before." And she takes out her booklet and she flips over and she flips her pages and she says, these creatures are from another time, and I have read about this time. It's from long past, a history once forgotten by our modern age, but it is a history nonetheless. It is something from our world, and that means that it can be destroyed by our magic, we can. I think I have what it takes, because I've been doing this for a living. I see the future and I've seen the past, and I can do this, but I need to be closer and I need time. And I'm not sure if you can give me those two things.
If you can get me into the old lion's cage right next to the elephant cage, that's where I keep my old war gear after I got out of the service.
And the ringleader says, okay. We get the war gear, and then
I've got a pistol in there.
You have a pistol on the circus grounds?
Yes.
You didn't tell me about that.
Yes, I hid it.
Shanks, what the heck?
Well, don't be mad at him now.
Okay. Well,
I
right.
promised that I would never use that gun again, but I'm gonna have to break that promise today.
All right.
It's like I had to break my promise to Charlie.
Okay. Shanks, thank you for everything that you've done for this country. Whatever. Okay, so we can maybe start a little bit of distraction, but that's not going to be enough. There's too many of them. What else can we do to get Tabitha close enough?
If I could find some way to get over to the concession stand, I could get coffee.
Oh, okay.
Coffee?
I mean,
Okay.
clearly coffee does something to these things.
That's a plan. Why don't you and I head over to the concession stand? And then why don't you two make your way over? With the gunpowder from your gun, we might be able to get the cannon. We can just shoot Tabitha closer to the portal, and then you and I can take out the coffee.
Okay.
I don't know if their body's gonna be able to withstand the pressure of the cannon.
Yeah, Tabitha's kind of frail.
Luckily, Tabitha
do
is
it.
very small.
I
I
can-
could
if
shoot
it's-
myself and Tabitha in the cannon as I wrap myself, as my body is indestructible per se.
True.
All
to
right.
cannon.
All right.
Per se.
We get to the cannon together. The two of you are gonna go to the concession stand, get the coffee. You're gonna get a pistol. Oh, to be able to get the powder for the cannon. And if you shoot me close enough, then I can do my magic. Figuratively speaking, but also literally speaking. All right.
Let's do it, Steve.
All right.
I
so
grab
first-
the test your strength hammer, and then I look at it for a second, and then I hand it over to you instead. It's not it's not an actually it's a rubber mallet essentially, because obviously these things are rigged, but
All right.
it's something.
Right on. Okay, so what's first? I guess so. You're splitting up. Shanks, you're going to be going to your hut. Let's see, and Talk.
Tabitha.
You and Tabitha are going to be headed over to the cannon, and then you need to have Shanks come over to bring you the gunpowder, and the two of you are going over to the coffee stand.
Yep.
Okay, great. How are the two of you getting over to the concession stand?
How far away is it?
Um,
What's between us and the concession stand right now?
So.
Better not die.
So
never
there
know.
is it actually unfortunately is kind of like it is over to the right. So when you look and you're directly looking at the portal, that's at the center. Over to the right is the concession stand, and then over to the left is the cannon. So you're going to have to peel off to the right.
Is there anything between us and the concession stand right now?
There's a couple broken down huts. There's a ball, the thing where the dunk tank. That's what it is. That'll be able to provide you some cover, but you're gonna have to move quickly. You're gonna have to move quietly, otherwise you're gonna have bad monsters on your 6.
All right.
On your 6. You get it?
Yeah.
You get it?
Uh,
All right,
Okay.
and so you and Tabitha are headed over to the cannon. The cannon is actually much closer, so you should be a little bit of better shape. But you are going to have to wait there for a little bit until
I gotta aim it.
Shanks. Yeah, you got to aim it, and then until Shanks can get over. Shanks, you said it was your hut, your trailer.
Well, it was in the lion's cage.
The
I
lion's
said.
cage.
I hid it
Right.
under a hay bale.
Okay.
Because I didn't want nobody to know about it, because I'm not supposed to have a gun here.
Okay, that's great. So back in the entrance of the Love Cave was the elephant hut, and then right next to that is the lion's cage. So you can actually probably make your way back through the Love tunnel, pick up the gun, and then come back through.
All right.
All right, great. Let's see, the two of you, you're gonna make it over. How are you going to be doing so? What's the best case scenario?
Eric, I'm following your lead on this one.
All right. I think that we should try to go unnoticed for as long as possible. So maybe sneak up around to it, kind of try to sneak up to the dunk tank, and then kind of scoot our ways around and get to the concession stand from there.
I think you're kind of trying to figure out the best way to do that, so I'm going to say that's roll plus calculating.
Okay. Come on, give me something here.
Oh.
5 plus 2, that's 7!
7!
That's a complicated.
7!
Okay.
It's a mixed success.
Who would have thought we'd ever roll a 7?
It's somewhat
we got a mixed
successful.
success. Okay, so let's see. Okay. You are trying to make your way over to the dunk tank. You can. I'm gonna take a look. You are making it. Let's see what else. I'm gonna give you a couple options.
Okay.
You can either. You're going to need to choose a couple downsides. You will make it to the dunk tank, and you'll make it unnoticed. However, one of you, Bravazio is behind you. You can make it there, but Bravazio is going to be unnoticed. That's one of the options. You can. Let's see what else. Make it to the dunk tank, but there is going to be a large host of them in front of you that don't necessarily see you. You get there unnoticed, but there's going to be a lot in front of you. Or finally,
you're going to make it past a scouting party that's coming around, but they're going to be making their way directly to the entrance of the love tunnel. So you have 3 options. Bravazio gets noticed, there's a lot in front of you, but you don't get noticed originally, or there's people who are making their way directly towards the love tunnel.
I think.
Don't think.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Too bad you'd have to get them to sit on the seat and dunk them.
Dunkin'
Step
Demons.
right up, get dunked in some delicious coffee.
That's a powerful social role.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the group of them that doesn't notice us yet.
Okay. So you make your way and you get to the dunk tank. You're halfway there, but in between you and the concession stand, there's a large amount of them, and you might need to figure out another thing to get past these large numbers. Okay. Now, Shanks, you're running past. You really don't get much interference. You pick up that pistol. You pick up that little gunpowder from like the old days.
Also, my dog tags.
Also, your dog tags.
Yep.
Again, thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you.
To this country.
To this country.
How do you and Tabitha make your way over to the cannon?
We tiptoe.
You tiptoe. Okay, very carefully. Okay. All right,
No,
sure.
outrageously tiptoeing.
Ooh. All right. Why don't you roll plus reflexive to see how it goes?
Through the demons.
14.
14!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
What?
Goodness
Teleport.
gracious! You tiptoe
Is that a
so
max
quietly.
roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
That is max
12
currently.
plus 2.
Wow.
Okay, let's see.
Wow.
We do tiptoe
I'm gonna-
outrageously there.
I am going to say that not only do you get there, and you get there, and no one notices you, and you can spend your time positioning the cannon well.
$500 on the ground.
Yeah. You also, I'll also allow you to ask, because you're kind of like stalking quietly. You can ask questions about the scenery around you, and I'll give you honest answers. So anything about the creatures around you, you're going to get 2 questions. Creatures around you, what they do, their behaviors, their tactics, the portal, what's around the portal, you can ask 2 questions.
What's around the portal?
Okay, so what's around the portal is, it's mostly cleared out area. There is a clearing around it. However, a lot of the stands that people were sitting in are actually still there. They're broken up, but they are actually still there. That could provide some pretty good cover. Otherwise, there's a podium next to it. And there's also just a tiger kind of roaming around. You can ask one more question.
Are there any cannonballs by the cannon?
It's funny you should ask, because yes, there is.
Oh.
How many?
One.
Fuck,
This
okay.
one comically large cannonball. Because this is a people cannon.
Yeah.
So there's one very, very large cannonball.
It's the one they shoot just to prove it's a real cannon.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Steven. Or, sorry, Shanks.
Yeah.
You
Number
are...
6.
The cannonball has the number 6 painted on it for some reason.
Oh, actually, okay. Also, for that 14, for that thick old success, I'm gonna give you a +1 to your cannon roll. So when you roll to shoot yourselves out of the cannon, I'm gonna give you a +1 to it.
Hell yeah.
Shanks, you're coming back. You got the gunpowder and the pistol in hand, and you see that they're setting up. And you make your way over to them, and you got the gunpowder in hand. What do you say?
I say, don't worry. I've fired a cannon before.
How much gunpowder do you have, Shanks?
Enough for a one-way trip.
Just what about a one-way trip twice?
That's called a round trip.
No, both in the same direction.
No, I've got one.
What about a one-way trip twice?
All right. Cut to
It's a pistol. There's not that much gunpowder in it.
Cut to Dunk Tank. Dunk Tank crew. What do you do?
So we're about halfway to.
You're halfway, and there's about 4 of these gnarly-looking creatures.
Are they centaurs?
There's one centaur. It's got like a bit of a crown on its head, and it's like made out of sharp silver and glass. There's one kind of like devilly creature that's nude, and it's inappropriate. I'm glad this is a visual medium. There is also 2 bat cat creatures that kind of have these like leathery wings, and they're kind of like the size of a corgi.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Size of a corgi?
Okay.
Yeah. Like a dog? That's...
Okay.
Yeah, but they're
okay.
What is that, metric system?
Okay.
What do you got?
So dunk tank, right?
Sure.
You gotta have some baseballs.
Yeah.
So
Some softballs around here.
yeah, some softballs or baseballs or whatever.
Some soft baseball.
So I grab one of the baseballs, and then I look at Brazolio and I say, "Get that coffee." And I am going to throw a baseball to try to shatter the glass crown of the dude that's wearing it.
Okay, all right, right on. Oof, boy. I'm gonna say that this is gonna be so let's just get it out there. Best case scenario, you throw it, you cause a distraction.
I attract their attention so that he can go get the
Brazolio
coffee and
comes around.
hopefully maybe bring some backup coffee
Brazolio,
style.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, so when he says that, I kind of give him like a head nod, and then as he's throwing it, like and they start to approach, I'm gonna try and smash the water on the front of the dunk tank with my hammer, and then leave it and go run to get towards the concession stand.
Okay.
Just to like hopefully like, push them back a little bit.
Okay.
But stall you some time.
Okay, right on. All right, why don't you roll calculated?
Oh my!
He rolled a 3 plus 2 is 5.
You had a +2, and you still failed.
Boy.
Yeah, I've been rolling kind of shit.
Oh man. So let's see. What's my list of bad things that I can do to you?
You've run out of them by now.
Yeah.
You threw the baseball at a tree, it bounced back, hit you in the face.
You're on the ground.
Kill yourself with a baseball.
Let's see. These creature, you throw the ball, and you do actually hit this creature, but it's like a baseball, and this is like the biggest, baddest centaur
I didn't hit the
around.
crown.
Yeah, you just like it just like yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Puffs off his chest. Oh, thanks.
Underwhelming.
Thanks, Underwhelming.
Thank you for the sub, Underwhelming.
And it pings off his chest, and they look over and they see the two of you, and he just lifts a thick arm and points at you, and all these kind of like gross little creatures.
Corgis.
Corgis. Leathery bat cat corgis just start pounding at you.
Oh, good.
there's
Oh,
the
good.
11.
Thank you. Thanks for that 11.
Never do it. Never
Yeah.
do it. And they start running at you. So another thing happens, strangely, is that you look past the. I mean, your attention is drawn. However, you look past them at the concession stand, being like, "Oh man, I wish I could get there." And you see a big old pot of coffee sitting there, and someone picks it up. A small hand picks it up and looks at you, and their face lights up, and he goes. Mr. Eric! Mr. Eric! Mr. Eric, do you need this? Do you need this, Mr. Eric? Do you... And this big monster of a centaur turns around and sees no one else but the small child Sky.
Fucking thrown him in the portal.
And he sees the potion, the destructive potion,
blood.
and the monster and the crowned beast starts intentionally taking steps towards this child. Is going to be upon him soon. So, what do the two of you do?
All right. Well, seeing that, I'm gonna try and. No, I'll stick with what I said. I see the creature start coming towards Eric, so just to buy Eric a little bit of time. Plus I don't know if maybe the water will do something. So maybe I say a quick prayer under my breath.
Try to bless the water.
Bless the water. So I smash the hammer into the glass to try and like get it to shatter around.
Right on. Roll plus aggressive.
All right, rad. I'm like, dear Jesus, you've never been nice to a carny before, but if there ever was a time, they say blood's thicker than water.
Everyone's sad. Oh my
no.
god.
Okay, so
It was a rubber mallet.
Everyone's sad for Charlie's fate. Small child calls for blood.
no. Okay, so
I
Dom
rolled a 5.
rolled a 4 plus 1, which is 5.
Oh.
So it is a rubber mallet. You take it, and I have to look for more bad things to happen. And you take it, and you
Just
hit it,
how
and it
bad.
just bounces, and it goes
flies out of my
It goes
hands?
flying out of your hands.
Great.
And
Decapitate Sky.
the creature makes its way over, and Sky has this terrible look in their eyes, and they put the coffee down because for some reason this horned or crowned beast knows what Sky is holding, and it picks Sky up and it turns around and shows Sky to all of you. It's just holding Sky by the back of their shirt and is showing you all. And that's where we're gonna cut to the two of you, plus Tabitha.
Do we see any of this happening or hear it?
I think you do.
He just said he showed it to all of us.
It's across a clearing, so you can see it. It's still fairly clear.
Shanks, I got a crazy idea. And I need all of that gunpowder out of your rifle.
It's a pistol, but sure.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not very linguistic. So me and Tabitha, we're gonna go in the cannon. I'm gonna hold the other cannonball, the one cannonball that is
So we're
branded
gonna put
number
3
6.
things in the
3
cannon
things.
at once.
Here are my matches.
Phoebe, you've done this for a while. You kind of know the stunts. You know that if you put the cannonball in first with the gunpowder, it'll give you the propulsion because you just have to put your feet on the cannonball, and that will actually be how it works.
The bottom of my feet are already sturdy enough. I'm gonna be holding this cannonball.
Okay.
And midair, I'm gonna chuck it.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna
Christ.
hit that centaur in the face.
Christ.
Midway while we're going. While
You're
me
gonna
and
kill
Tabitha-
the kid.
Sure you are.
Okay, so just to let you
Al's
know,
back here trying to build narrative. Vance is doing wild.
I get a +1 for this cannon roll. I'm gonna use.
the portal is kind of in the middle, and then it's kind of across the clearing. Is the cannon to the
throw it perpendicular to the direction we're going.
Okay,
That's
so
not how
you're gonna-
momentum works
Bad
at all.
spin on this cannon.
It's
Well,
absolutely
okay.
not physics
I throw
in
it.
any
I
way.
throw it beforehand, so it goes at the 45-degree angle. So it'll hit them perpendicularly, but it'll come from that 45
Sure.
degree.
Chat, just do a little quick physics on that and let me
Yeah,
know
let's
whether
get the
it works.
calculations on that
Who's the one
Whip
that
out your
knows the
protractors.
cannons more than me?
Shanks, does this sound acceptable to you?
Fuck it, sure.
Right.
What's next? Oh, here comes a puppy.
I
How
just-
many nice things can we murder
Shanks,
in one night?
I grabbed Shanks by the collar. Shanks, we gotta do this. I was a young 5-year-old that was left alone, and I don't want to see that happen to Sky.
Oof.
Oh my.
Yeah, Sky's parents are
You don't want to see
probably-
Sky left alone?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So I know it's crazy,
So you,
but we gotta try.
you load yourself into the cannon. You got Tabitha in one arm. You have a cannonball in the other.
My throwing arm.
You put just as much gunpowder that will fit in that cannon.
Only a rifle's worth of gunpowder.
Yeah.
A pistol.
A pistol.
Well,
All 6 shots.
yeah.
I'm
yeah,
assuming
exactly. All
this
6
is
whole shots.
flintlock because how else are we getting
Flintlock.
How else are we getting the gunpowder out of this?
The war.
And let's see. All right, why don't you roll? Oh, let's see.
It's pretty aggressive or reflexive, if you ask me.
This is
It's incredibly calculated.
this is yeah. I think
Physics,
it's
man.
calculated.
Physics, man.
I think it's calculated. Well,
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, I think I might actually
to
split this
pull
up
it
into
off.
2 rolls.
Oh no.
The first is going to be reflexive for the sake of getting yourself in the cannon and shooting yourself out. The second is going to be calculated.
Which one does he
Is
add
that-
a
that's
plus
the
1 to?
throw?
You get +1 to the shot out of the
To the reflexive
Okay,
one.
so the shoot is reflexive,
Reflexive.
and
So you
the
have a
throw is
plus three.
calculated.
Plus
Okay,
3 to
so-
shoot yourself.
So
Plus
but
3 to
a
shoot.
minus
Minus
1
1
to
to
throw
throw.
the cannonball, which feels right to me.
all right. So this is to shoot ourselves.
Ooh,
I
so
have a
he
plus
rolls a
3.
5 plus 3 is 8.
8.
So
Okay.
it's a mixed
Complicated
success.
success.
Okay, let's see. So you get in, Tabitha on one arm, the bowling ball or the cannonball in the other, and
It's probably
and,
just a bowling ball,
and Shanks
honestly.
and Shanks
With the
takes the
number 6.
lighter and lights the cannon. The short fuse goes and blasts, and it draws everyone's attention. Everyone sees this. They all turn around and they look at you. That's the complication that everyone that you've drawn everyone attention. They see
It's that
this
slow-mo scene.
they see this caffeinated woman and an elderly a fortune teller woman flying through the air, and you have this bowling ball and all eyes on you. What do? You throw that bowling ball?
I throw that bowling ball
Alright, you
with the mind calculation
Yeah, exactly.
to make it cross hit right
Exactly.
right in the centaur's face and not hit the
Right,
kid
yeah.
that they
Hit
were
the
holding
centaur.
about
I
a
love
foot
it.
away.
Alright, let's do it.
And I'm at a -1. I need
Oh no.
for all the orphans out there. This roll.
You need an 11 or 12. That's it.
Ooh,
It's
he got a
11 or
6.
12.
Okay, he got a 6. The other one rolled off the table. No, you have to
You
re-roll
can
it.
re-roll
You have to
Reroll it.
re-roll
Reroll it.
Okay, good. Because there was a.
Okay, the first
Okay.
one's a 6.
The first one's a 6.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. No, it's a 2.
It's
It
a
makes
2.
it a 7. So I'm a 7.
It's an 8
No.
minus 1 is a 7.
Yeah.
So it's
7.
still
Complicated success?
It's a mixed success.
Oh no.
no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Just better than a 6.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Let's see. What do I got here? What do I got?
What are you going to do to this centaur and child?
Please don't tell me I hit the child in the face with a bowling ball.
No, that would be the failure.
That would be a
That would be
failure.
the failure. Okay.
Get those F's ready.
Get those apps ready. Get the. Okay. You realize that you are trying to. Okay. You're trying to coordinate. You're cresting over your arc, and you're gonna be landing in towards the portal. You're holding the bowling ball or the cannonball in one hand, and you realize, because you're calculating, and you actually calculate fairly well, you realize that if you throw the cannonball and hit this, you will hit the creature, but it will change your trajectory, so you and Tabitha will go through the portal.
Now that's some physics.
So either hit the creature
And go
through
into the portal.
or miss the
Miss the
creature
creature.
and land next to the portal. That's a tough choice.
I
man.
gotta hit the creature. I
You
can't.
gotta hit it!
I can't.
Wow.
Okay.
You're a mad
Alright.
woman.
So you don't see this happening. You realize what's happening, and a calm comes upon you, and you throw the ball. You throw the cannonball, and it leaves your hand, and just something inside you says, "I know I hit that beast, and I know that kid's gonna be okay." And you close your eyes as you and Tabitha. Tabitha is just like cackling, screaming the entire time, having a great time. She's ready to go out like this, and you feel yourself go through the portal. On the outside, we see
Did I go
the
through?
cannonball. Yes, you do go through.
Oh, can I say one thing as I'm
yeah,
going?
yeah, of course.
I'm going home.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, the cannonball flies, and it hits this big beast. It's a hearty hit, and you can see it kind of like crack teeth and blood and spit splatter, and it kind of like smashes. The crown is not broken, but it's cracked. And it's still on its head, but it's all cracked, and it's kind of stabbing into it, and this thick black blood is flowing down. You can see its teeth are already browned, but it's now black. This inky blood is coming out, and it staggers. It doesn't fall, but it staggers, and it drops sky. What do the two of you do?
I grab another ball.
You grab another ball.
I'm gonna try to finish this
Baseball or
sumbitch off.
cannonball?
And
Baseball. I don't have a
and-
cannonball.
Great
That
ball.
was just you, bud.
And Grape Rosolio, what do you do? Remember that there's the cat, bat, corgi creatures coming at you.
I'm gonna grab some of the rigging on the dunk tank, like some of the rope, and yank it off, put it on my shoulder, and then I'm gonna try and like football dodge around the things charging towards us,
right on.
and try and run towards the portal.
Okay.
Where's the portal?
Yeah.
Now, these are kind of shitty little leathery creatures, and you're a big, strong man.
Yeah.
Big strong man.
You can dodge out of the way, but you could also try and do some other things to just like
intimidate.
Yeah, you could do something like that if you're interested in.
No, I'm gonna stick with what I said. I'm gonna try and.
All right, roll
I
plus
know it's
reflexive.
Bulldoze through them.
I'm gonna try.
You're-
No, I'm gonna like football
he's-
finesse around them.
Roll plus
Oh,
reflexive.
okay.
Juice hurdle one.
Yeah.
Do a touchdown.
It
7.
was a 7, which
Minus
brings it
1.
down to a 6.
Oh,
You see,
no.
I tried to help you out.
No, I know what I was doing.
Alright. So, these creatures, you try to dodge around them, but they get their leathery claws. They're leathery paws with these thick, long, nail-like claws, like iron nails, and they jab into your legs, and you don't climb out of the way. These bats are on you. They dig into your. They know that your your hamstring is the part, and they dig, and you fall to the ground, and you're holding this rigging, and they're on you now, and they're kind of like all just like on you. Mark another harm.
Oh no, I'm one away from dying.
So you're really messed up right now. You're really messed up.
I'm
right
just
now.
like clawing forward, trying to.
And what were you
I'm throwing a ball at the broken crown like a fucking milk bottle that needs to be knocked down.
Okay, right. All right, throw away. Roll plus calculating. Ooh.
2 and 5 is 7 plus 2.
Two
That's
is
9.
9. Okay, so another mixed success.
Almost a full success, but I'm glad I got some kind of success.
Isn't a 9 just an upside down 6?
Sure.
Oh, let's see. So, you can, you are holding the ball and you're ready to throw, and, Brazolio is really getting messed up, and, like, he is not in a good way. You can throw this ball, like, your arm is back, and you're ready, but then you hear his screams of, like, just, like, getting clawed, and, like, they're digging into his flesh. You can throw the ball to give him an opening to get back on his feet, or you can throw a ball and hit that crown right off his head.
As I'm throwing the ball, I yell, "Hey kid, go be normal," and then I throw it at the crown.
Okay.
Good choice.
We see this ball flying through the air. It's slow-mo, and you see Brazolio, he's clawing at the ground, and similarly these creatures on your back digging in their claws, and you're bleeding out, and you're with each grab, you feel your strength loosening from your arms, and you see everything go dark. Everything goes dark, and you feel yourself just like pass out. The blood flows from you.
Can I try and do something right before I pass out?
Sure.
Can I try and just like, as I'm like King Kong, like, just can I try and just like throw one end of the rope into the portal?
Okay. Yes.
Just
yeah.
as I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
no,
Yeah,
like last bit of strength,
I
is
love
just
it.
like throw the
I love
rope
it.
into the portal.
You throw it, and then just as you do, you see it land in the portal, and then one of these bats flap their leathery wings, gets on your throat, and does this as a deep rip across your throat, and you fall down on the ground.
My last words are,
The ball flies through the air again, still slow-mo, and just as this creature is dazed, it sees, it finally sees, and its eyes light up and realize what's happening. It knows that its crown is cracked, and the ball hits the crown, and it tumbles down. Again, the crown is in slow-mo. It's also cinematic, and there's a rock that it comes down, and it hits, and it shatters. All of these creatures that are all around, they like seem to be like losing their strength. They're like kind of all like it was something about this crown was like giving them power outside of where they used to be. This being is kind of like he himself had much of the power, so he is kind of like melting / turning to sand / becoming very heavy, and he's still around, is now coming at Sky, and kind of like is this like moppy sand pile of leather and skin and fur that's crawling at Sky.
Basically, as soon as I let go of the ball, I start sprinting.
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
him.
You sprint towards him, and these creatures, you run past Brazolio, and they're kind of like all turning to mush, and you get to Sky. What do you say?
I get to Sky.
Yeah, you get to.
Is this
Sky's
thing
right there.
still like threatening Sky? Like,
It's
still...
like 10 feet away, and you can like pull Sky back. It's not like fast enough to get to Sky. You get to Sky,
Okay.
and Sky says, Mr. Eric, well, how can I help? What do we do? Everything's gone to shit.
Yeah, don't say those words.
Oh, sorry. I forgot you're boring. You seemed cool for like 1 second, but I'm glad that you're still boring.
Yeah, cool, thanks. You know what? I'll teach you something, kid. And I walk over and grab the coffee pot that he had. Mm-hmm. Boring ain't so bad sometimes. And I pour it onto the melty centaur thing.
All right. Yeah, you do that, and it goes from turning to this sand into kind of like this. You get this stench of burning flesh, and it goes from like sand into like this kind of like acidic boiling and bubbling of flesh. Yeah, it's really nasty. And all of the creatures around kind of like they have been kind of melting a little bit, and they start shrieking. We cut from that scene to Phoebe
inside the portal.
On the other side of the portal.
Do you have an idea for this already?
Do you?
It's improv, baby.
Sort of.
Let's hear it.
Phoebe wakes up by herself. She realizes that she's much younger, around 5 years old, and she's in a hall of mirrors.
What?
No, cute. Let's.
And she walks around, and she runs, and she doesn't remember who she is. She doesn't know what. She doesn't remember anything of her past, and she runs into a boring man working there, and she says, "Hi, mister."
And he says something.
Are you lost? Yeah.
Are you lost?
Remember.
What's your name?
Sky. I guess that could be my name.
Cut to black.
That's game, folks.
That's game. Wow.
You know, I actually also had a plan for turning into Sky at the end.
Yeah.
Well, it
That's
lined
time
up too
turtle.
much because in my monologue I was like, yeah, I was thrown away. All I know is being thrown when I was 5.
Yeah.
I was thrown away, and then you have this kid who was 5.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if it's a time portal, I think Phoebe is in a loop to constantly save herself.
Yeah. That's intense.
Wow.
That's really intense. So that's our role playing
Well,
game,
folks. Yeah, that was our game.
In a way, we kind of did sacrifice the child. If you think
Yeah,
about it, it was just the
wow,
adult
yeah.
version of that
Oh,
child.
That we did throw the child into the portal.
child was doomed to this life of having to save humanity from this portal.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've had that idea for a long time.
Yeah.
The second you were like, yeah, Sky's 5, I'm like, oh, that's there's a
me.
time portal? Oh, yeah, that's me. Oh, yeah, that's me.
Oh my god.
For sure.
So that is our improvised role playing game. It was a fantasy horror that took place in a carnival funhouse where a time portal showed up.
We hope that you think that we hit those points successfully.
The one thing we need is, I think, a name for the story.
The
The
episode.
story.
The
Yeah,
story.
Okay, I see.
What's
The name of the story that we just did.
The name of the story.
Rip Charlie.
Rip Charlie.
It's and the Ferris wheel goes round.
The Ferris wheel clock. Is that something?
The Centaurs of the Century.
It's a bad
The
band.
Centennial Centaur
Infinite
Circus.
Sky.
Infinite Sky.
Infinite Sky.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's it.
Under
I think that's
different
fine.
Wait. Time Orb.
Oh God.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the
Yeah.
limit.
You got it.
Thank you, Red
Thank
Nose.
you, Red
Yeah,
Nose.
thank
You
you,
got
Red
it.
Nose.
Sky's the
Yeah.
limit.
Sky's the limit.
Okay. Oh well, shit, dudes. That was it.
Yeah.
Shit,
What did you
yeah.
think?
What did you think? We went
Fun.
way over time, but oh
Yeah.
well. It's
Yeah.
a good enough ending.
Yeah.
Well,
we ordered food about 2 hours ago.
Bye,
and
chat.
we didn't get to eat,
Classic
so
Lamau. Okay.
Thank
yeah,
you so much for
that's
coming
it.
to our
Yeah,
stream.
thanks so much for watching.
What are we
If-
doing this Friday?
Oh yeah, we have
this Friday.
our show this Friday where we do short form improv. If you're new to the stream, we got a couple of new people.
That's not what we're doing.
That's not this Friday
oh
though.
shit, you're right.
Those are our normal Friday streams. But this Friday.
This Friday it's gonna be me, myself, Dan, and Steve in a new setting.
It's
Um,
Genghis with the flex.
Genghis with the
Just flex it.
Flex like Brazzolio.
I was real worried. Pinkus was like, watch this, and was about to do a solo down. I'm sorry. I'm checked out for the night.
Yeah, we
That
can't.
was a lot of work.
This is a Tuesday stream. We don't honor solo
I
downs.
don't know if
Yes,
that's
we do.
true. I think we,
We
do.
do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
So,
we do.
thank you, Carbon.
Not
But
right
also,
now,
we are very late. We do need to get out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
so
need to
this
get out.
this Friday it's just gonna be me, Steve, and Max. We're gonna just be doing like smaller talky stuff. If you have any ideas for what you want just three of us to do, let us know on Twitter.
Mhm.
Just tweet at us and we'll
Yeah.
consider it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fill up the
Is
gap.
this something that maybe you would want to see us do again?
Yeah,
Do
did you like this?
Do some improv role playing game.
Maybe a little bit tighter. Maybe a little bit
Maybe.
where we know what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it
learning
only
experience.
takes more runs to figure out how to do it
Exactly.
right.
I really want to do it where they get to pick the stats.
Yeah.
Our
okay.
stats.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, we could try that.
We'll come up with stuff
yeah,
like
we'll,
that.
We'll figure it out. All right. I thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. We're Show and Tell Live. We're gonna be back Friday. We got some socials down below if you wanna hear about what we're doing next. You can follow us there. Otherwise, have a great night. And thank you once again for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for joining our
thank
goofy
you.
stream.
See ya, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Love you.
You're my favorite.
Goodbye.
You specifically.
You in the back.
You in the back.
All right.
You in the back.
Stop.